Space. The digital void. These are the voyages of the streaming channel Captain Spicy Pants. Its continuing mission: to explore strange new content, to seek out new communities and new memes, to boldly go where no streamer has gone before.
Let's punch it. Look around.
What is going on, everybody? I am Captain Spicy Pants. We are starting our week 2 of the new player experience. Hopefully you are having a good start to your week. And for those of you who are just joining us, we started this last Tuesday, and then throughout the week we had released a video that showed the progress of where we got to. Today we're going to be starting off at level 42, and basically the premise of this whole journey, kind of recap on it, is what it was like to start completely over and not have endeavors, not have Zen store ships, or any reclaimable items that you would have to make your journey easier, right? And the reason why we're doing this is because a lot of times as veteran players go into queues, or they do things like just story missions in general, patrols, whatever, they tend to put it off on new players and say, oh, it's fairly easy, just do this and do that and you'll get through it in no time. But I don't think they take into account that a new player doesn't have access to everything that they have that makes their journey easier. So I wanted to see what it takes to get from 0 to elite ready, to be able to tackle all kinds of content throughout the game. And we're going to do it on a free-to-play route. Now, one of the things I have been struggling with, because this does start tomorrow, is there is a Gamma Recruit event that's going to be hitting all platforms tomorrow, which is weird because they did one back in January, so I guess we're getting another one. However, that does help this account. And I need to find a balance between running that Gamma Recruit on here, and as well as not intervening with getting this player ready too quickly. Because if the Gamma Recruit's not available at any other time that a new player starts the game, they're not going to have access to a lot of the perks and stuff that you get from the Gamma Recruit character, right? So I kind of need to find a balance between that. I don't think we're going to touch any of the story missions on the Gamma Recruit. We may do its Admiralty, and we might do its Duty Officer missions, but I don't think we're going to do too much on there, just because I don't want to, one, when we give this account away, I don't really want to spoil the joy for somebody who has never ran a Gamma Recruit, so they can do all the cool stuff with it and get all the unlocks themselves. So I just want to kind of do the bare minimum, but at least have it unlocked on this account so that they have it, right? Another thing is we are making sure we're keeping up with the event, which we should be able to do here shortly, if not right now. Yes, we can. So we're at 6 out of 20 on the progress. This is perfect. This is 1 week has passed, and this will be day number 7 for us. So we are going to get the Noble on this account as well. So that's going to be great for whoever ends up with this account. They will have the Noble Intel Cruiser. So our goal tonight, hopefully within the next 4 hours, which we should do fairly easily, is to get to 52. The reason I want to get to 52 is because 52 to 65 can be essentially grinded through admiralities, and we'll talk more about that when we get to that point. But I that's kind of my goal, is to get from 42 to 52 and do that within the next 4 hours. So that's our goal tonight. Then tomorrow we're going to roll the Gamma Recruit, and we're going to kind of play around with that and see what we can do that doesn't affect the new player experience too terribly bad. And then, yeah. So, let's actually get some more XP. Usually I would do the model rocket event just because it's quick and I can AFK it. But since we're on elite difficulty for patrols, I believe, just want to make sure. Yeah, we're going to do one night in Bozeman. It does give significant experience, right? So we're going to do this and kill some Borg, get a couple levels, and chill.
Good, you made it.
And then we gotta, once we get to 52 tonight, we gotta kind of figure out our admiralty system, because this is the only character on the account. What I think I'm gonna do is spend some dilithium and buy some of like the lower tier ships, you know, that you can get for like 100 or 500 dilithium, and just use that.
Must have finished off the Borg vessel.
Because we don't have any tier 6 ships or really any other T5 ships, so. And I know we can get some T5 ships pretty cheap on the exchange, so we can definitely do that as well.
After all this time, they still haven't learned.
I don't know what my ground gear looks like on here. This is like the second or third time I've only ran this one, and I don't think I've ran it since like level 12, 13. So we'll see. I mean, we're doing okay. We're not, I mean, it's not going spectacularly fast or anything, but it's not like we can't do it, so. Oh, we are getting to a point now that we have to remodulate. Last time I did this, I didn't have to remodulate once, so it was just kind of like, maybe at lower levels, they make it a little bit more tolerable, right? So.
Complex took some hits. Let's check for survivors.
I do have a couple things in the pipeline too for those on YouTube that are looking forward to some of the stuff I've been talking about kind of in between streams, off the stream. I do have, I'm hoping this week to put out the video for the Grawl Scout Vessel build that I have recently come across that is pushing out some serious damage. So I put that out. I don't know. I don't have a day for that. I kind of got to sit down and plan about how I'm going to do it. I'm not 100% sure I like everything that I'm running on there either. I just, it's a time situation for me, so I got to kind of play around with it a little bit more. It is the second ship that I built that was able to push 1,000,000 DPS, so kind of interesting. I initially dismissed this ship, and now I kind of don't think I'm going to dismiss it anymore. I found that there are some fun traits and abilities with it, so we're gonna put that video out sometime this week. Don't know when. Don't quote me. But like I said, in the meantime, we're just gonna keep working on this new player experience and see how we do with it. One thing I will say, doing this new player experience run as well, I feel for new players in general. Like, I don't remember, because, like I said, endeavors have happened. We've been doing it for years. You get so much stuff that carries over through your account as time goes on, so you re-roll a new character, and just it's wild when you don't have anything and you don't have nothing, nothing to reclaim, no ships, no traits. It's a hard experience. STO
Picking up life signs ahead.
as a fresh player is like starting the game off on hard mode, and then it gets easier as time goes on, which is weird. I never really thought about it that way until I started doing this. I always thought, to me, like the game was going to be harder as you progressed over time because you need like more EC and all this stuff, but no, it's actually quite the opposite. It's harder to start off the game and build from the beginning than it is to build towards the end, I guess, because like at that point you've unlocked a bunch of stuff, right? You've got a bunch of things going on, whether you participated in X amount of events and stuff that a new player hasn't participated in, and it makes that journey so much easier. And I'm learning this again because I'm like, wow, the amount of times I've died this week on just elite patrols that I would never die on a new character with on my main account is insane to me. There's no turn rate at all. You don't have any like 50% extra critical severity, right, from your endeavors or anything. So like your damage is just wildly low. But you learn a lot doing it, and it's fun. It's fun because I kind of feel like some days STO is not as challenging when you've done it all and you've built it all and you're just kind of building the build and find stuff to fill time with. So when you do something like this, it kind of brings that joy back to the game because you're like, wow, every little bit that you add to it makes you feel that much more powerful, right? Like levels actually mean something on here, or training your bridge officers or investing in your skill tree or whatever, right? It actually means something. Whereas, you know, you get, I would say once you safely get to about 300 in your endeavor points, it really doesn't matter at that point. You just clear out everything, right? You got, at least if you did 300 in all space skills, and now I know the max is 1250, but I'm just saying, like, at that point, it just, it's a wildly different game.
Wonderful. There must be something of tactical value here. Let's make sure they don't find it.
Even though, what weapon are we using? What mark is it? Oh, it's a Mark 8 pistol. Okay, so we did slightly put something decent on here.
Great. This place smells and it's swarming with drones. Take them down.
You. I think once we get the Grawl vessel out, and we'll see kind of the feedback we get on that video, but once we get that build out there, they may release the torpedo boat build. It's actually an updated build with the Andorian Kumari ship, but like I've found some tweaks and stuff I like with it. Things that get pretty close to the Eagle's damage output. I don't know. I still think the Eagle's going to be the better ship overall, but one thing, I mean, like, you don't have stealth, right?
Power amplifiers.
But you could technically have a very fast cooldown on that stealth.
Copper tubing.
So you could get the ambush bonus.
And lithium batteries.
All right, let's see if this part's going to be as much of a nightmare as I think it's going to be. I get the feeling that once we get to the... What's that thing called? Where the transporter pads. Once we get over there, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. Because they got that elite tactical drone, and I don't know what it's going to be like. I mean, we'll be able to do it, but we might die a few times.
Hold on. More Starfleet combat is inbound, but they're on board drone.
Definitely need to get a few ground kits too. Which I've come to the decision for this character, since it is a free-to-play account, I think I'm going to build this very close to my KDF recruit. I may put it in a melee build because most of the kits and stuff that you use and the ground gear is all easily obtainable in game. So I would probably do something like that. And then, yeah, because we could get what? Ambush.
Okay, the perimeter's clear. I'm thinking that transmission.
I can't even
tower's
think
on
of the
that
other
side.
ones off the top of my head right now. But anyways, like, yeah, we can get a bunch of those. And then I know, like, we get the Burnham CQC kit from, or the armor from Reputation. And then we can just do like 2-piece to cool or something, right? It probably, until we get to the point of Discovery, like, rep unlocks, we might just run the full Nakul set just because. Some of the things I think I'm already like planning for with this account is like basic things that are already in the game that like you don't, I mean, obviously you don't have to spend any money on, but like I think to start before we get like reputation gear, I think I might even farm like the entire soul set, the soul defense set. That would definitely help us before we start getting like I think overall we are going to do just a fire at will beam build on here for our elite
Get me to the
ready
first array and
account,
start
and it
disabling
makes sense because our first T6 ship should be the Noble Intel. I don't know if we're going to have access to another one before then, so I think it kind of makes sense to do like a fire at will build on there. And if we're going to do that, at least running with the soul defense set would be super beneficial. At least early on, right? And then we'll probably do a typical like colony deflector, possibly what 2-piece,
Using a simple
or no,
modulating cipher.
we probably wouldn't even have to do 2-piece anything. We just do like a revolutionary, or not revolutionary. We do disco shield,
All right, this one's done. Let's go.
colony deflector, prevailing engines, and I guess a prevailing workforce, so we could do 2-piece prevailing, I guess. Or no. But we could just do an elite, or a fleet warp for it too. I guess it really doesn't matter on that one. We're not going to have access to like the Tholian or anything like that, right? So we're just kind of
They're onto us.
trying to spitball how the hell I'm going to
and not integrate.
build it free to play. But I think that way makes a little bit more sense.
This will go a lot smoother if I'm not under fire.
7, I'm gonna need you to calm down. You are not my real mom. You do not get to yell at me that way. Oh man. No! These things actually pull? Oh shit. Oh yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, look at how hard these things hit. Like, half my bridge officers are down. It's brutal. Survive. Survived, everybody. I'm being shot through a car right now.
Only one left. Stay with me. We can do this.
Yeah, I know, but I gotta be able to pick up my crew, and then like we gotta heal. We actually have to do stuff on here. We can't just like willy-nilly run through this 7. You gotta stop yelling at us. I don't even think my crew has very good gear.
Only one left. Stay with me. We can do this.
Okay, look, I'm gonna get you over to here. Come on, come on. You gotta stop yelling at me. You and I will fight. I mean, I won't be able to do anything because the game don't allow me to, but... Alright, go deactivate that.
Taking fire here. Do something about that, okay?
Yeah, sure, I'll get right on that. Look at this. Look, we are doing things. So my crew can't survive. Okay, get up. Who else can we pick up right now? Oh well, you just died, so you're gonna get picked up, and we're gonna die. This is like the hardest part I anticipated for it. All right, everybody's got injuries. Good, I like it. we're all matching combat stress, muscle tear, combat fatigue. Yeah. All right. Let's go and like help Seven, I guess. You can stop yelling at us. All you guys gotta do is just, kill one at a time. Let's like actually utilize our crew to focus on one target because that kind of makes a little sense. Let's blow up stuff too. There we go. Okay, 7. Oh wow, you got a lot on you. Well, you're gonna have to wait a second.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Hey, look at that. There's 43. All right. I mean, this is essentially why we chose this mission. But at the same time, oh no, we don't have any more canisters to blow up. Okay, everybody focus on this tactical drone. This is great. I've never had I haven't had to direct my bridge officers to do anything in a long time because, like, most of the time you just handle it yourself. They're just kind of backup. You're the main singer, but now that's not the case. Your backup singers they're just as important as you. Okay, once we drop this, there we go. Can you guys pick up? Can you pick up anybody? Or I gotta do it all. Huh. You guys are gonna do it. That's fine. Keep that group occupied.
The transporter's out. I think we're through the worst of it.
Woohoo! We did it. All right, good.
Nice work.
Let's grab some Iconian. Marks.
Over as far.
All right, good. There we go. That got us to what, 43 and almost 3/4 of the way there. And we got some ground gear that we can definitely upgrade. I'm gonna put this on me. I give. Wait, who's all on my ground crew, anyways? Stations. I don't even have a set away team. Oh. All right, let's bring a TAC officer along. Bring an engineer along. Bring a science officer along. We'll bring 2 TAC officers along. And then we will put that on you, that on you. You're still using the basic pistol. Who else was on the station? Ivan is. Okay. So we'll put this on you. I still don't have any armor for you. Yikes. Okay. But we'll give you this phaser wide beam pistol. Okay. Now, I'll give you some food. you can have some food and drinks. You put a shield charge on you. You might need it. You already got a hypo. We'll put this on you. This is crazy. All right. I mean, like, that's the best we got right now. I do need to go heal myself. Because, yeah, reasons. I don't think... Well, I might retrain this. I've just kind of been throwing points here. We'll see. Still got, like, 7. I'm trying to think of it, like, terms of survivability, not terms of what I already have for survivability and what I can ignore in my tree. Where's the medic at here? Up over here. We'll heal ourselves, and then we'll get to running some... Oh, cool. All these are completed, which means this might be 44. I do make sure I do duty officer stuff when I'm offline. Yep, that's 44.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Awesome. Let's see how much more XP we can get out of this. This is definitely going to make our journey to 52 that much easier. So we're at 44 and a half now. And grab this, grab that, grab that. All right. Here we go. 44 and a half. Like it. Well, that should be an easy... okay, I'm not going to say anything to jinx it because we still have 3.5 hours of stream, but it should be an easy 8 levels. We get about 2.5 per patrol, so, a nightmare. Clear all y'all's injuries. Not that we're going to be worried about it. I gotta skip a bunch of story missions as well. Let's see what I can skip up to right now. 44, because there are certain things I want to... Wait. Can I not? Do I not get the option to go past this? What? Are we forced to run, like, certain missions?
Greetings. Given what you've discovered at Chaltok and Viranat, we need to widen our investigation. Republic ships have gone missing, and we can't afford these sort of losses. We need you to look into this problem. While I appreciate the personal nature of time is short.
Yeah, I don't even get an option to, like... What happens if I drop it? I can't even drop it. So it looks like you're kind of forced. You're forced to do some missions as a new player. Wow. Interesting. Okay, well, while we do that, let me I need to change this to filters, met requirements, because we don't have the best duty officers. We only go with what we got. 4 hours. This will, again, just kind of help towards adding on that XP, right? The other thing, too, I've been doing that I've made a decision about on this account is I went ahead and I'm grabbing as much of this experience bonus pool as possible, because we are going to have to get specialization points, right? And I know it'd be like, oh, get the badge, because a new player is not going to have, you know, the badges or whatever, right? But I think it makes sense to just stack on as much like possible XP as possible, right? Just to get ourselves that much closer to being fleet ready. You know what? We'll put on suppressing fire. That's a free kit. All right, I think, man, this kind of threw off my plan a little bit. I think we have to run this story mission just to do it. But I'm not going to put it on elite difficulty, because I don't want to, like, trudge through that story forever. So I'm going to change it to normal, so we can kind of fly through it, right? Because I'd like to see what we can hopefully skip. Well, I guess we'll do this one. We are trying to not do too many story missions. We're only trying to focus on the essential ones for gear and stuff, because this is going to be an account that is given away. And if somebody ever wants to play the story through and through, it makes sense for them to have access to it. Unfortunately, it will be missions that, you know, they'll have to kind of pay attention to that we've skipped over or whatnot. Or they don't have to do it at all. It's going to be their account. They can do whatever they want. But for what we're doing, this is how we have to do it. So yeah, it's kind of wild. Good to see the load times are fantastic as always. Wow. Is the game alive? Is it going to work? Okay. There we go.
We've arrived at the source of the distress signal.
Let me zoom this camera out from the ship. There we go. That makes a little bit more sense.
Sir.
And then I've actually moved a couple things, because I know some people had said on YouTube and whatnot that initially the camera and whatnot was covering a bunch of stuff. Moved it so that basically the tray and the power levels and stuff is displayed. You don't really need to see my health, because if I blow up, I blow up. So I kind of moved that over here. And you guys should be able to see any menus or anything I opened up in the meantime. So hopefully that'll work for now. What am I supposed to do here? I'm supposed to approach something and scan it, right? But I'm on top of it. I guess I get closer. How much closer do we have to get? Wow. You have to be like right up on it. What is going on? What the heck is happening here? I have nothing automatically going off. It just keeps stopping. That is wild. These early missions are really buggy.
It's your...
Hopefully they'll get around to fixing some of these.
Interesting. No visible damage. Why would they abandon the ship? The bridge appears operational, but where's the crew? No other life signs detected. We're alone. Here's something odd.
I love
There are no
unskippable
corpses.
cutscenes.
The ship description fits what we've seen of the Alanchi. Several security logs were accessed recently. I think you're going to want to see this. The security recording is from 3 days ago. Whatever it is, it explains why there aren't any corpses. One more. Pulling it up now.
Wonder what these could be. I like how you can skip a good portion of missions, and like
Several ships are on approach and requesting status.
the ones with the unskippable cutscenes that they just want to drag out, you can't skip. It is such a great design. Cool, I'm so glad we watched all that. It's Dennis. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it.
Defensive posture with power to shields.
All right, let's see. How long it takes us to do this? The rainbow build of Skittles. I love it. Good lord, this thing is smacking really hard. We only have it on normal difficulty. That's wild. That is very wild. I'm glad we didn't put this on Elite, though. Patrols is one thing, but this on Elite would have been a nightmare. So slow, so slow. We gotta grab every bit of gear and stuff. 'Cause I don't know if I said this at the beginning of the stream or not, but we're at like 200,000 BC, something like that. We gotta sell everything that we don't attach to us. Oh, I guess I'm harvesting. I wasn't. Fine. Thank you. Get right on your rear art. There we go. True wave will avenge us. Oh yeah? Blow up the ship.
Based on that.
Is that the whole mission? I don't. Okay. I mean, if it is, that's great.
Into new intel, Sela has started.
If not, hmm. No, we still got to go. Okay, so it wasn't the whole mission. I was gonna say that was fast. Oh my god, we gotta go all the way out here with no. Our warp speed, like what's our maximum warp speed on here? 8.69. Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not the best either, but you know, we'll eventually get there. Do we have anything we can trade out in the meantime while we're flying around? We picked up anything? Nope. We're gonna sell all that. Yeah, we got 213,000 EC. Oh, we got some more dilithium, which is great. Like I said, I think for when we get to the Admiralty portion, I'm just gonna do a little trick that we do as established accounts is you buy like a bunch of tier 1 and tier 2 ships with dilithium, and they're only like, you know, whatever. You can buy like a handful of tier 1 ships for like 5,000 dilithium or something, and do that, and that'll help your admiralities early on, especially if you don't have anything, right? So we're gonna do that for sure. And then we're gonna just, you know, trek through the stars and hopefully get this mission done, and then we can skip ahead a few missions and see. Because there are specific ones I really want to do to help get this character rolling. And I know for a fact, like, I want the Soul Defense set. I want the Ground to Cool armor set. I think if I have at least those kind of two things rolling for us, our space and ground game won't be as difficult to farm stuff, especially with the Nicole set on the ground, which is kind of how I'm thinking. I'm planning ahead, and it may be a week or two ahead. Who knows? It just kind of depends when we get there. But I think when I get to a point where I get the ground game really set up, I may intentionally farm ground TFOs for on Elite, just so I can get the pieces I need and whatnot for the reputation a lot faster, because like you can actually build for ground Elite a lot quicker than you can for space Elite. So I think if we can set up our ground game to be decent on ground, we will farm the crap out of ground TFOs, and that way we can get, like, you know, whatever we need, right? For our reputation projects, and then we can build for space content, because the problem is the bar of entry for space Elite TFO is a lot higher than it is for ground, and you can literally walk into a ground Elite TFO with a handful of kits and some decent reputation or in-game gear. Actually mix it up, right? Put two-piece Nicole and like CQC Burnham, and you're set, really. I mean, you get a decent enough kit module or something, right? Probably like the Ryzen kit module, which would be great when the summer event starts. But anyways, you run all that stuff and get a handful of personal traits off the exchange for not too terribly expensive, but some of them might be. And then voila, your entry for ground Elite is you could farm all that and build your way in your 45-day progress of building your reputations. You could definitely be space ready or close to space ready Elite by the time you hit tier 5. Because then you would just need to do the tier 5 projects you need for your Elite sets, or for your space sets. So it's very doable. It's just it's how you plan to attack it and how you do it. But I always do tell people, like, if you're new to the game, build your ground game first. It's easier. And then use your ground game to build your space game. And as janky as ground combat is and everything, like, it's honestly, it's worth it just to do it so that you can get to flying your ship and everything else, right? So definitely do that. I'm excited a little bit for tomorrow. Mondays usually when we come back to stream, it's kind of like a decompress, chill, whatever, right? Like just because like the weekend and work and all that good stuff, right? But like tomorrow, usually Tuesdays is like the kickoff of something, and that's why I like streaming, especially on Tuesdays, because it's like we know we have the Gamma Recruit event tomorrow, but there's something else they're kind of being super secretive about, right? And it has something to do with the character select screen, so we're gonna see what that's all about tomorrow. But you know, and whatever else they announce or drop, you know, you never know with Cryptic. They just kind of give you stuff from time to time. I don't know why I'm flying through all this stuff and fighting it when I could have just cut through. I know why, because I wasn't really paying attention. But it's fine. Do we get XP off of these? Probably not. So I don't even know why I didn't just cut over here and start attacking all these. I was just going to keep flying through the nebula. Well, let's try and give ourselves some no power lost situation. That's the only thing that is going to bite too. Like, I do like a lot of the Romulan ships because of the singularity stuff. But when we switch to the Noble, we don't get that. But the Noble's still a good ship, and I'm going to build the hell out of it. So it's not bad at all. It's just, you know, I guess just like a minor complaint. Honestly, Cryptic should, I mean, like, I get that the overall goal wouldn't, you know, playing Star Trek is to experience Star Trek in any which way makes sense to you. I think they said sometime last week on the stream or something, they said something like 75% of all players click Starfleet no matter what. Like they don't even bother with Romulans or KDF or whatever, right? Like they'll do it because they have to do it, or not really that they have to, but if they want the extra stuff, they'll do it. So you got a 75% of a player base that's just like straight up goes into Starfleet, right? They don't roll like Romulan aliens or whatever unless they're like doing what we're doing, going for the highest possible DPS. But most times people just, they see Star Trek, they resonate with Starfleet. So because they do that, it's very interesting to me that Cryptic hasn't done something to kind of put Fed on the same line as a Romulan character, or even KDF for that matter. Like they just haven't done it. It's like the closest you're gonna get on a Federation Toon is a Federation alien having that extra trait slot, but that's it. Yeah, that's all you're gonna get. What? Ship? Wait, I'm confused. We defeated the Cardassian. There we go. Did we actually beat it faster than the game could? What? Oh yeah, it's taking a second for the game. That's great. Get some life of ours back. Wait. I'm gonna follow this thing all the way through. Look, you can warp out. You're clear. Go right ahead. There's nothing here. I promise you don't have to go much further. We really are gonna have to. I think the fight was intended to last a little bit longer. There we go. Alright, that's done. Good. Alright, so we can choose whatever reward. Might be decent enough to grab something beneficial to us, but grab that. Let's see, what do we get?
Excellent. I hope that your new starship has performed to your satisfaction. Now that we know about Sila's attempts to capture our ships, we'll order our commanders to exercise additional caution in territory near True-Way space.
We have.
Or with other groups that might try their hand at
Well, we do have an extra tax slot.
I have received some new intelligence.
There's a Mark II on there. We already have. I'm running pretty cannon and turret heavy, so I'm gonna grab the pre-fire chamber. Yeah.
Congratulations, Admiral.
There's 46, so that gave us a bit of XP. That's great. Let's see, is this where we're gonna get? Are we gonna get any? Bro, no way. Oh, there we go. We got our first superior Romulan operatives. There we go. The question is, well, it's either science or engineering because that's the only two. The question is, which one do I want? What do I need? I actually do need another engineer. I don't even have an engineer, so we're gonna grab the engineer. That's the superior Romulan operative. Perfect. More crit chance, more crit severity. What? I don't have enough space for them yet. Oh no, that's fine. We'll make it work somehow. No, but we are gonna slap this on. Yes. Okay, there we go. Gives us a little bit more damage to. We're at 46. I mean, if we don't get 6 levels in 3 hours, we're definitely doing something terribly wrong. Okay, I like that. We got our shield mastery. We got those 3. I mean, it's more. I don't think we're gonna run hanger pets on here. I'm gonna leave this. I mean, because the noble doesn't have hanger base, so I don't even think I'm gonna put that on there. I think I'm just gonna focus more on. Let's give ourselves some stuff for survivability. Let's give ourselves more hull cap, right? Hull restoration. We have long range sensors. Yeah, I mean, like, I know this is helpful for a team situation, but I'm going to leave that respec entirely up to whoever gets this account. And really, if you get hanger pets, if you get some, which I do recommend, because there are great hanger pets, especially like Type 7s, right? But anyways, then you can train into this. But what we're building for, what we need, we're not going to focus on that right now. It's just not necessary. And then what do we need? Oh, we need our ground. And I'm just kind of leaning more towards a kit and weapon build with the minor survivability. I think our last point, we'll just put it over here in a personal shields expert, and that's it. Just because, again, if we're trying, yeah, as a new character, you don't have anything. So we're 46. Let's see, can we skip now? Yes, we can skip. Okay, skip. Perfect, we're in this one. Does this not give me the option to skip, or does it take a second? I don't know if I have to hail the first ones or not. I don't remember. You might have to.
It looks like you're about to be moving up in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Based on time is short. What do you need of me?
Alright, let's go to Jazana Station, and then I think that's all we gotta do here, and then we're gonna skip ahead. I think probably like the intro to the storyline you can't skip. And then like you just move through the storyline. But there are certain ones that they will stop you at. I just don't remember them all.
Welcome to Jazana.
Yeah. Because once we can get to a point where we can pick and choose like what missions we run and what gear we're gonna farm and all that good stuff, we know. Then we know. Make our journey a lot easier.
I've been reviewing. Tell me if you're with.
Can't you see only if it will? What do you wait?
But our peers are out. Yay. Hey, I'm not trying to buy no drinks. I'm trying to get the package. few more people, and then we're done with this project. Yep, there we go. Inside job complete. This is that last person.
The information was there
Okay.
something you
So now let's see. More. Skip. 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 And skip. Perfect. Wasteland. All right. Hell.
After what you've been through, I wouldn't blame you if you decided to take a leave of absence.
We gotta go to Nimbus 3.
What?
I wish I could just transwarp to there from here. Nope. Nope. No such luck. Gosh, that's gonna be a far flight. Oh no. That is a long, like, without having
Welcome to Josana. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need.
any kind of transwarp drive? Yeah, well, that's a long, that's a long trip. Let's see.
Entertainment. You'll find it all here.
Woo!
Don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition.
I guess we're gonna be.
I'll charge you for it.
You can stop talking now. Thanks. All right, we've left Josana Station. Anyways, I guess we can kind of continue to plan our outlook on this, right? So we go. We know that we're gonna do. Soul Defense. That's gonna take care of. Well, the 3-piece is gonna take care of that. I don't know what we're gonna do for our warp core singularity. We'll grab like something beige or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure that one out. But we'll get the 3-piece Soul Defense set. I'm not really looking to build this ship any further because I mean this is just going to be our tier 5 when we have 13 days. So let's see. Today's Monday, 20th. We will have the noble intel by 5, 10. We'll have it by not Monday the 27th, but Monday the 4th. We will be in the noble intel. So we will have it by that point, which is perfect because I think the event ends on the 7th. Like I said, there was plenty of time for us to do it, but and that'll just give us like 3 days of extra dilithium, right? So as long as we keep running the event. Does it end on the 7th, first contact day? Yeah, it ends on the 7th. Okay, so we will do that till the 7th. Get the noble intel. So that's going to be our main focus, is to build the noble intel. Everything else that we have to achieve for that ship to get elite ready, which is a wild list. And what I'm going to do, I probably won't, I don't know, I might start tonight, I might start whenever, but we will put a list of everything, like a checklist of things that we need to obtain, so that like we keep ourselves organized and like focused on what we're going to build and how we're going to build it. Because there are things that we need to get, which also is going to require me to either A, craft certain items, and B, like get them from the colony and whatnot. Or not the colony, but well, I guess I could get, yeah, I need a colony deflector, never mind. So I need to donate to the fleet, right? Which I gotta figure out, you know, donations, especially if there's no project slotted. Oh no. Oh my. I may be putting myself into my own fleet, which I will allow, because I have a bunch of projects over there on my main account, so I probably may do that and dip out of this fleet. We'll see when that time comes, but we definitely need to donate stuff to projects so we can get our fleet marks. Yeah, because I have a whole 5 fleet marks on here, probably from. Or no, I don't. I got 750, probably from actually donating fleet marks to a project. So I got to be able to do that, build up the fleet credits and the dilithium, right? So I got to hit it from 2 different fronts. I think all dilithium should bounce between our admiralty and our fleet equipment, because a lot of this ship, in order for it to be elite ready, is going to buy some fleet stuff. I'm honestly bouncing between either crafting isomagnetics and or buying some like colony consoles or something, or because you can't run. I don't think you can run ISO mags and vulnerability consoles, but I think you can buy or you can run ISO mags. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm tongue twisted. It's a Monday. I think you can run ISO mags and colony consoles at the same time. So I'm kind of like tossing up how I'm going to get the most out of our fire at will boat with everything that's craftable, obtainable, running things like 3-piece disco, right, with Lorca's console and Discovery Beam and Quantum Torpedo, right, and then like Terran Phaser Array and Terran Torpedo, which will give me another 2-piece. So I'll put 1 torpedo on the front, 1 torpedo on the back, which is kind of rough. Actually, I might not run Terran 2-piece because I think Terran 2-piece only gives torpedo damage, right? I don't know. I think it does. I think it only gives 25% projectile damage. So we might not run it because I'm not really going to turn a FA build into a torp build either. We'll see. I don't think that. I think that's a lot. I think it's a lot to do. We may have to open up some Phoenix packs too, because there are a couple things that I can get out of Phoenix prize packs that would help our journey. So again, dilithium is going to be huge to just kind of, you know, build up. And I've already started to, like, I grabbed this, I did this on the video, but I grabbed this, the red matter capacitor, because, you know, power levels definitely want that power. And then I grabbed Sompec shield, but like there are a couple things that we can do that will help this account. And if we happen to get an elite token, then that's just another ship, another tier 6 ship that I could figure out if I want a console or a trait that would help this at all, which would be great. But we do have to be kind of stingy with our dilithium along the way too, because like we only have 1 character. We will have 2 with the Gamma Recruit, so the Gamma Recruit will kind of help a little bit, but I'm not going to do too much with the Gamma Recruit because I don't want to push what it takes to get Elite ready so far, like, ahead, right? Like, I don't want it to be like, oh, well, I got ready in 2 weeks because I just did it on the Gamma Recruit that starts at level 60 and got to 65 and voila, I was there, you know? So like, I don't want to do that. That would just be disingenuous to the project. Which we could do, but I'm not going to. Not that person.
You want information?
All right, so that's good there. More skip. All right. Now we gotta go to K7, don't we?
Now that we've uncovered the Alachi involvement with the Tal Shar, we can expect them to be more overt in their attack. Time is short. What do you need of me?
All right, where's this gonna take us? Still can't transport to it. Oh, yes, we can. That one does. Good. I said, if we can just skip all these.
I've received the report. I have nothing for you right now.
All right, perfect, good. I'm happy. I'm glad you don't have anything for me. Skip. All right. We might actually be here in terms of level. I'm not sure what levels, because we're only 46. I think everything opens at 50-ish, 51. Did it even tell you a level or anything? Let me see. Let me just make sure.
The Republic has authorized a new shuttle for permanent assignment.
Oh, we have to get our shuttlecraft. Never mind. This is we have to do this. We'll get the shuttlecraft. Where do we go? New Romulus command. Transport New Romulus. You do have to get the shuttlecraft, I forget. Because they expect you to do the vault, but you don't have to do the vault, I'm pretty sure. I mean, if you want to, as a story mission, go for it, but we're not doing it. We'll go get the shuttlecraft. Be in the command center. We'll get our shuttle. Which is great, because that also goes towards admiralities as well. I mean, it's not much, but it does. In fact, we could take a look. This is what our ideal situation is going to be. So tonight we're gonna get to 52. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna get to it. So if you start here at Lieutenant, you can buy this ship for 850 dilithium, right? And then you can buy this one for 850, so forth and so. You can buy this one for EC if you wanted the new big class runabout, right? Same with that. You buy that with EC. So like that's what you do is you go through here and you spend a little bit of your dilithium, and it's gonna go towards helping your admiralities. And the thing is you can, as a new player, or any player rather, you can dismiss your ships and get the new ones, and then dismiss those ones as well, right? So like I'm gonna dry dock these. I can dry dock them right now. I don't have a use for them, and I'm not gonna go through and dismiss them at this moment. I will eventually, but like I'm just gonna show, because we are gonna need these. So I come over here, go Lieutenant. I already have that one, but I don't have that one, right? So now I have it. I have this. This will go towards admiralities when we get to that point. If I want this runabout, that's 34,000 EC. I'm kind of broke right now, so I'm not going to get it. As I'm over here spending dilithium. But look, I want the cruiser. I got it. There's 2,000 dilithium gone. Do I want this escort? Probably, just because, again, like, I'm going to need this stuff. Bye. Boom. Okay, so we're just gonna buy these. We're kind of presetting ourselves up for admiralities when that time comes. Now I can dismiss all these, but I gotta type in their names. I'm not too worried about that right now. Okay. So we're just gonna dry dock them, and then I'll clean them out later. We're not worried about it right now. We're just gonna dry dock this stuff. Oh crap! My inventory is gonna be full. Oh my. Wait, who am I supposed to be speaking with? You? No. You. That's right. Vault is one I hated the most. I did it on my first character and skipped it. Yeah. Yeah. As I said, we're not doing it at all. It is literally. Alright, thanks for shuttle. Yeah, no, I know that they stop you at certain points, but if you can not do something and you don't want to do it, or it's too tedious or whatever, don't do it. Especially if you're not going to get like the gear or whatever you want from that mission. But if you're like chasing accolades or just want to experience the story, then yeah, do it. But all right, we gotta like sell off a bunch of stuff. We gotta make some EC. Well, we don't get anything for this stuff because this just came off all those other ships. So yeah, I guess we can keep all that. That's fine. Okay. And I got a weird being fire at will training 1 manual, but whatever. And then we get our shuttlecraft here, and that should end this mission. Get a new starship, claim. Why is my brain don't want a brain? Can I get one of these? I guess I only have to get one of those. Okay. Alright, that's fine. We'll just get this one. Alright, return commander. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can skip ahead some more. Bro, no way. No way. Oh, there we go. It took a second. Alright, there we go. Now we're on Freedom.
I have a new task for you.
Contact this person.
Greetings.
Go here, transwarp. This is what you would do if you were a new player and you specifically knew like what routes you were going to take to at least like get the gear you wanted, right? Otherwise you would just like skip or do the missions in order and whatnot, but like no. I've read this too many times. Like, I'm enjoying this to a certain extent, but there are some things I look at as a veteran player and I go, no. I've done this mission like 1,000 times for whatever X purposes or this storyline. Because, like, you know, you're going to roll recruit characters, right? You're going to have KDF recruits. You're going to have Gamma recruits, Delta recruits, and Temporal Agent recruits, right? So you're gonna be inevitably running the story no matter what, unless you just don't want the goodies that come with those characters. And I'm talking marks and account-wide unlocks. You know, like if you don't want them, that's fine. You don't have to do them, but I recommend that you do. Where am I going? Isn't the Admiral's office like upstairs? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. Okay. Meet with the Admiral. Skip, skip, skip.
I see that you have arrived. I have new mission.
Got the vault. Nope. Okay, please do not make me do it. Yes! There we go. We can skip that. We can skip that. Skip. Skip Coliseum. Yay! We're on Cardassian Struggle. Alright, we're getting there. I think we should... It should stop us right at either New Romulus or Solanae, because I think that's like around 50 is when you can do all those. But I'm just getting to that point where like
Commander Sarish
we can pick and choose our missions, right? Alright, go to DS9. It might even be here that it stops us because we're only 46. It is going to stop me at some point. One of the... You are level locked at one point or another. Because they won't let you do the missions as like a certain level. No, even just doing all this little stuff, like we're about to hit 47. You know, so I mean, it's great. You go talk to somebody, you get like 2,000 XP, and especially with the experience booster on, kind of free XP given to you. We'll get there. We will do it. It will happen. Now, once we get to our stopping point, as far as like we can't skip any more missions or we can't do it because of our level, then what we'll do is just run patrols, get to 52, and then we'll start our admiralities, and then we'll really start looking into what missions we're going to farm. Because I'm not going to really focus on patrols from 52 onwards. I'm going to level up straight through admiralty. It's faster than patrols, even though it's a waiting game. But the reason it's faster is because like I can level up while I'm offline. So when I'm done streaming for the night, I slot up like, what do you get? Like 3 admiralities to start? I go from 52 to 55 or 56 the next time I log in. Plus, on top of all my duty officer assignments that I'm going to run, right? So, like, I only have 3 in progress right now, but we will slot up some more. Just going through our assignment leader. So, I could be, by tomorrow's live stream, by the time we start, I could damn near be level 60 by the time I start. So, I mean, like, that's kind of why we do it this way. Is like, and these are, again, like, tips and tricks as a new player. All you really want to do is get to 52. That's really the honest trick. If you're just trying to get to, like, getting started for in-game content, right? Get to 52, run admiralities, and let's go to ops, because I'm pretty sure that's where we got to go to. So that's the route we're taking. And then, like I said, we have plans for tomorrow with the Gamma Recruit and all that stuff, so we're going to check that out on here.
How can I help you?
I was told to report to you. Okay, cool, thanks. There we go, there's 47 for nothing. Okay, so 47 is done. Let's see what we can skip through. Episodes, skip, and skip. Cool, Borg Advance. Look at that. All right.
Do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions right now. We're gonna just transwarp over to this. Hey, we had, oh my gosh, I was already on DS9. I don't know what I was thinking. I knew I had to go and talk to the dude on DS9 downstairs. I brain farted on that one. That's a me problem. That's not a game problem. That's a me problem. Anyways, yeah, if you go do the route I did, just go back downstairs. Don't reload back into DS9 like I just had to do. Because, yeah. Time-consuming purposes. Oops. All right, now we can just be on a DS9. Not that big of a deal. Go talk to the Omega person, and then I think that's all we had to do for this one, right? Yeah. They look blurry. Does it look blurry on stream? Like the bloom is like really high. I haven't adjusted the graphic settings on here. I just don't remember it being like. All right, there we go. Task force operations complete. More. You have to do this one too? Guess so. Yeah, we gotta go to Earth Space Dock now. Ah, I didn't know there was like 2 of them back to back that you had to go talk to. I always just remember talking to him, but that's fine. Doesn't look blurry on your phone. What's up, Fly Fisher? How are you? Oh, that's good. At least I know. Whole system. This might have been like the fastest that we've leveled this. In one day. We started at 42 on stream. We're already at 47. It's only been an hour and 13 minutes. Like, it's faster than doing the patrols just by doing this. Well, to be fair, we did one patrol. We did do one patrol, but still. I'm going good, man. It's a Monday, but oh, it is what it is. It's a Monday. Life's good, though. Can't complain. Got a busy week ahead of me, for sure. I'm trying to knock this night out, get to 52, start the Admiralities, all that good stuff, right? And then, like, tomorrow night, I'm going to start the Gamma recruit again. It's so weird. I'm really hoping that they come out tomorrow and say, oops, we messed up, and we didn't mean to drop Gamma recruit because we just did it back in January or whatever it was. I'm hoping that's when they come out and say, but I don't think so. I just don't know why they're doing it again. It's really weird. Well, it's a good thing though. It is a good thing. I can't complain much because the main accounts they have the Gamma recruits. I don't care, but this account doesn't. So it is a good thing for me in this particular aspect, right? But like, it doesn't make sense for players that have already done it, I guess. Maybe they're counting on the fact that there's been all these new players and whatnot, right? So there it is. Right, so now this is the new Romulus storyline, which we should be able to skip all of it after we do the unskippable cutscene for 1 minute and 20 seconds or however long it goes. Even though you technically, as a new Romulan character, you've already done the new Romulus storyline, so it's kind of weird. Finally finished the latest story arc today. Oh, nice. Yeah. It's, you know, I don't know if I count these story arcs, right? So I feel like this. I don't think I count everything from Juela's discovery down. I don't count them as a story arc anymore because it feels like just one long, continuous, like these feel like episodic, right? All of these feel episodic. They feel like, you know, you go and do this and then you go do this and it like makes sense. But this just feels, ever since like maybe even Age of Discovery is actually still pretty episodic. I do like Age of Discovery, but like once you do these ones, it, to me, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, and that's fine. I feel like it's just one long story, and it's not episodic at all. It's just like they take a break and then it picks right up from the other one. I don't know.
We have the strength now. With the help of Starfleet and the Empire.
Yep. All right, so we gotta watch this unskippable cutscene. I don't personally enjoyed the Iconian story arc. I'm right there with you. It is one of my favorites. I do like it very much. I like the conflict and I like the resolve at the end of it. I'm not trying to spoil it for any potential new players who've never done it, but I think the majority of veteran players that have done the Iconian story arc, I do like the way the conflict happened. I like the resolve of it, and I like the fact that you are not done with the Iconians even after the Iconian story arc. So it's a very, very good overall. I think they did very good on the writing of that story. So
I have worked toward the day when the Romulans would
too bad that story never made it into any of the shows. Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, I know Star Trek's on like this really weird hiatus from
to see
any
past our grief and find acceptance.
any shows in
We need to
particular or
reconcile
movies
the
at that,
rumors
but
and end the centuries of strife.
who
and
knows what new
oppression.
Trek's gonna
The
have.
fate of both our peoples rests here.
I think after the
We
failure
create a new home for
of
humanity
Starfleet
ashes,
Academy
live
and
die.
other shows, which is weird because
Thank you.
I feel like Discovery season 5
I'm grateful that both the
and Picard
Federation
season
and
3
the
were
Empire
like
have temporarily
a
put
push in the
aside
right
their
direction.
differences
They're
to
almost
help create
completely
a new
different
Romulus.
shows from the rest of their seasons. A little bit of Discovery season 1 is pretty good too. I'm not gonna lie. Discovery season 1 and Discovery season 5 are like wildly different from the rest of the seasons.
We're building a
And then
new home
same with Picard season 3. It feels like season 3 is its own show. And it was like they almost were learning from that aspect. And then for whatever reason they went backwards, and I don't know why. And now they're on this like weird hiatus where they like canceled all these projects or whatever. There's like no new Trek in sight. I don't think it's done for, obviously, but I'm just kind of wondering what direction they're going to take. And if like Alex Kurtzman is finally done or not, you know, because kind of needs to be. I got a survey from Paramount. I lit them up for trying to kill Star Trek. Yeah, I don't think it's done. I just don't know where it goes from here.
May this world be the home we have sought for so long, a place for our descendants.
I mean, that's a nice thing about Star Trek, right? You have infinite storytelling pretty much after like what's set in canon, which is all over the timeline, right? You got everywhere from 21st to 24th century, then you got like randomly the 32nd century here and there. But like you have a whole gap of stuff from like the 25th century onward, like that hasn't been touched, and you've got a whole bunch of stuff even after the 32nd century that hasn't been explored, or even to the 32nd century that hasn't been explored. So I mean, like, there is a lot of room. Or do they go back and like reboot the franchise? Which, God, I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. But you know, they could do that. Because season 3 was written and directed by a guy that worked on DS9, so he knew what people wanted and gave it to him. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I mean. It's like it's wild how they didn't take the success of Picard season 3, because Picard season 3 hands down is the best like version of the TNG aftercast you're gonna get, right? Like it really is, because now unfortunately they're all too old to I mean, I thought they were kind of too old in the first place to be doing Picard season 3, but hey, good on them. Like, I'm glad they came back and did it. But now, like, it's just too much. You can't. I mean, Patrick Stewart is somehow going to return as Charles Xavier in freaking X-Men, which I okay, I mean, cool, good on him. The dude is just, he's still kicking. He's happy, I'm happy, whatever. But like, I don't see him being Picard anymore. I just don't. All right, so that should be done, right? We're done. Can we skip and skip and skip? I'm sorry, I'm scatterbrained right now. I'm just skipping all this. I am still, but yeah, like season 3, wildly different. Wow, you can actually skip the beginning of Sphere of Influence? No way. But then you have to do circle within circles. That's crazy. Which is great, because now we're on Solid Dyson Sphere. That's weird. I didn't know you can skip Sphere of Influence like that. Anyways, so yeah, I just, it's wild to me that they did not take the success of Picard season 3, the numbers that Picard season 3 like generated and viewership and the everything, and said, well, fans want this, obviously, so let's continue rolling with this ball. No, let's regress and go backwards and do stuff that would divide the fan base even further than what the fan base is already divided at this point, right? So let's just do that, because that makes sense. And now we're all in this thing of like, the only new Trek that we're getting is pretty much whatever Star Trek Online puts out there, which is wild. You're living in a timeline where the video game is going to be like the precedence for Star Trek until they put something else out there. Because now I'm pretty certain that like CBS, Paramount, and Cryptic have all the reins to Star Trek at this point. There is no new planned projects as far as television and movies. So that means everything that gets put into STO is like, that. There it is. I don't know. There's so much content they could do that would be better than this lame stuff, but they've been doing lately, just as bad as the Star Wars shows. Yes and no. Yeah. Star Wars is kind of flip-flopping on some of their shows. Some of their shows are fantastic, and Andor is awesome. I absolutely love Andor. I love Mandalorian and Grogu. Rebels is great. I mean, like, I'm as much as I love Star Trek, I'm also a huge Star Wars. I'm just a sci-fi nerd, right? So, but all around, there are a lot of misses with Star Wars as well. I don't think there's as many misses with the Star Wars shows as there are with Star Trek. I could be wrong. I just don't feel like there is. I feel like I have to pick and choose which Star Trek I'm going to like to enjoy myself and sit through. Whereas I could put damn near most any Star Wars show on in the background and not really give a shit. Like, I'm going to be like, okay, this is fine. There's lightsabers, X-Wings, and space combat. Cool. You know? Like, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying that's like the correct opinion. I'm just saying that's where I'm at. Whereas with Star Trek, I gotta go, I can watch this one, and then I don't want to watch any of this one. I can watch this season of this one because this one was decent, but I don't want to watch any of this one. So it's kind of like I'm picking and choosing at that point. Be back in a bit, going to chill with the wife for a bit. Okay, sounds good. So be here.
This is the main command center for Joint Alliance Command. A multi-species task force willing to work together toward a common goal, for now at least. The gateway you use
That'd be so cool.
Republic space. So the Republic is
I mean, STO is on the up. It is. Don't kid yourselves. It's on the up, for sure. I think it's on the up for a reason, though. I think STO is kind of reaching the base of fans that are aching for something Star Trek. I really do. There's really no good Star Trek games out right now. I mean, there's like a handful of them, if that. All the mobile Star Trek games suck.
We thought this would be a sweep and clear operation, but we were way late.
So I think, like, with the lack of shows and movies and everything, everybody's kind of like blocking towards STO because they like, one, you can create your own show or movie in STO, like, especially on PC and using like demo record. Oh man, you can create your own show and movie to your heart's content, right? I know, because that's how we created the intro for the stream. It's all through demo record, but like, you can do that. You can create your own Star Trek. You can make it whatever way you want it to, and that's kind of neat.
Shall we get started?
If you're creative enough and you know how to use the controls pretty well, like, you can maneuver the camera and everything else and like enjoy your own Star Trek, I guess. So kind of neat. But I think it's like it's picking up because of that reason. And maybe that's part of the plan. Maybe somehow, some way, like CBS and Paramount know, like, they can generate a lot of revenue through this game and whatever other future projects, and they might not want to focus on television because, like, think about how many people in your own experience of STO alone, even the numbers, even been confirmed by the developers on stream, like, in the last year, since 2025, since DECA and all that stuff, right? In the last year, the insane influx of player base numbers has gone up. If you look on the Steam charts, we've actually gone up quite a bit in this last year. So it's kind of weird that we're in. I mean, like, we're nowhere near like World of Warcraft numbers or anything, which, you know, they're on a decline too. So, but we're nowhere near that. But what I'm saying is, like, it is a neat experience that we're in this, like, hey, we're up and up. And to unlock bound missions, what do we have to do here? But we have to actually do something here because we can't skip this. Okay, I mean, this isn't too bad. Yeah, we're gonna skip. We might get to a step between the stars. I don't know. We'll see. But that's fine. Anyways, kind of neat. We're in this timeline now that the game is really what's out there for Star Trek fans. And if you enjoy Star Trek, you can make your own Star Trek. You can play your own Star Trek, and pretty much whatever Cryptic, CBS, Paramount, all of them put out.
From Joint Command, the center of
that's
all
what
allied
that's our canon for a while. You know, we may or may not get anything more or less. I don't know. I really don't know where we go from here. It's a weird situation. I would give it at least another year or so to let, like, Star Trek Academy kind of cool off from, especially like a lot of the YouTubers and stuff that are ripping it apart, rightfully so. But I also think that once that kind of dies down a little bit and people are like, okay, you beat the dead horse, like Star Trek's done and over with, that's probably when we'll see some kind of announcement of like, all right, this is what we're doing with Star Trek now, like we're going this direction. So I wouldn't be surprised by like 2027, summer 2027, we get something, whether it's a new show, new movie, new something, I don't know what. I like these like little random ass things though. Like sometimes when they make you stop and do like a little side mission and whatnot, it's kind of cool. Just because like, especially if there's not a lot of cut scenes or whatever, it's just like, oh, you got to do this to continue forward. It just kind of gives you like a brief introduction to the area. I mean, you don't actually do this stuff here. You go into the next zone and do it, but like you still do some minor stuff here. But and it's free XP. I mean, we'll hit 48 when we're done with this for sure, because I think that's like a 5,000 XP mission, and yeah, all we need is 4,000 to the next one. So we definitely will hit 48, and we just got 4 levels. I just trying to get to the point where the missions that I want to do are unlocked and available, and then we can do them. But I don't know if we're going to get to any of the missions tonight. I guess it all just depends on how soon I get to 52. But either way, if I don't do the missions tonight, anything I do farm as I did this week. Well, this week was mainly just, week 1, right? This past week was week 1. But like anything I do will be recorded and it will be put into a video like we did, drop the video for Sunday. So if I do farm all 3 pieces of Solanae gear this week or whatever, like it will be shown, because we want to keep ourselves accountable. Like we do. We want to keep ourselves accountable. Just for the simple fact that like, I don't want anybody looking back and going, oh, wow, you did this in X amount of time. You probably cheated somehow or whatever, right? Like, I want to be like, no, my work is shown. It's there. Like, it's a grind. And it might seem like it goes quick over the course of like, I don't know, 15 videos or something, but I can assure you it took me 85 days to do. I don't know. I'm just making up numbers at this point. I'm just saying like, it's just, it's such an easy challenge on the grand scheme of things to just put out there and say, I'm going to do this. But when you actually experience this like all over again, it's not easy at all. And like I said, I have a lot of respect for the patient new player that's going to go through and do this, because at this point, I easily would have busted out my credit card. 100% I would have been like, nope, I'm buying this ship, I'm buying that ship, I know exactly what I need. Oh, I'm gonna buy these keys, I'm gonna sell them on the exchange because I'm not gonna gamble them. I'm going to sell them on the exchange, and I'm going to buy the ships that I want. Because that's essentially how a lot of veteran players do it, right? Or not saying that they like bust out the credit card. They might have like a dilithium saved up and whatever, but I'm just saying like that's overall how it's done. And like maybe we all do bust out the credit card. Who knows? I'm just saying, I can only speak for myself. At this point, I would have a long time ago been like, nope. Because we haven't even began like endeavors or anything else. Like it's such a struggle. It really is. It's a struggle. And I applaud anybody who goes through this struggle. And I will promise you, one thing this is humbling me to make sure that I definitely do not do in the future. If I go into an elite TFO and I see you're underperforming, you will not see me bitching and complaining. I will sit there and be like, you know what? Like, can I help you get to a point where you're not, underperforming? But if there's any way I can help you with gear or EC or something like that, cool, let me know. But like otherwise, I'm not gonna, nope. because it's hard. It's hard, and a lot of veteran players don't realize how hard it is. They take everything for granted. You know, I can go into a new character and have 750 endeavor points and be 1 to 65 in 5 hours, and which is initially the kind of mindset I went into this with. I admit that. Like I think I initially said here on stream, like, oh yeah, I could do this in what 7 hours or something like that. I know I wasn't too far off from that. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Now, what more can we skip? What more can we skip through? Skip. 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 I know we're gonna come back and do Step Between the Stars. I know we are. But I'm not gonna do it tonight. But there it is. That's the Soul Defense set that we are going to farm. So this is going to be the first set that I farm for this particular build. It's going to be... I highly recommend, if you are a new player at all, the mission is under Solanae Dyson Sphere, A Step Between the Stars. It is a bit of a long mission. You do need to farm it a total of 3 times. But this set right here, as a new player, will get you through like everything up to advanced like PFOs, no problem. So while you're building your reputations and everything, right? I really do recommend this set. I can't say enough good things about this set as an in-game starting set. So this is going to be our initial. Oh no, this is a Solanae set. I'm lied. I lied. This is not it. I'm thinking science, bro. Well, okay, you know what? Even for science officers, again, go with the Solanae set. I'm thinking Soul Defense, which comes from... See, this is what happens. This right here, this is what happens when you, like, take a break from doing, like, this stuff. I think it's Butterfly. It might be an Iconian War, or is it Midnight? Either Butterfly or Midnight. I don't know. Okay, so if you're rolling a brand new science officer, let me back that up for a second, because I am wrong, and I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong, so this is me saying I was wrong. If you're rolling a brand new science officer and you don't have, like, revolutionary set, you don't have two-piece temporal, whatever, right? You don't have any of that stuff. Grab the Solanae set. It's, again, it's really, really good for science, especially since, kind of built around that. But the one that we want is called the Soul Defense set, and I think it's an Iconian. I'm almost certain it is. But see, even us who have done this shit before, but haven't done it in such a long time because there's no reason for us to, we tend to get things wrong. And I have no problem admitting, hey, I was wrong. So, that on me. But again, science characters, Solanae is great for a starting set. Would definitely use it. Why did we have to go here? Oh, because we have to go through this one. Oh, no. Wait. I don't think we have to do much of anything through here. Could be wrong, but I don't think so.
Welcome.
Yeah, we just have to go down to command, talk to Tuvok, and then beam out. Delta is a long story arc, which is... me personally, if there's any story arc I dread, it's Delta. The reason that it is because Delta is broken up and it's very weird. So it looks like on paper here there's like, I don't know, 13, 14 missions, but there's more. I think there's something like 20 freaking missions to do with Delta, and they all like... I don't even think they're going to show up for me through here. No, they're not. But they... So when you get to the point where you go to the planet, which is the Cavalli front here, all the Delta missions needed to actually complete the Delta storyline, which you do have to do on a KDF recruit if you want that bonus. And I think you have to do it... I don't know if you have to do it on Gamma or not. Maybe you do. I don't know. I have to check. We'll find out tomorrow. But anyways, you have to run like Delta like 2 or 3 times on characters. I think it might be the temporal agent character because I think you have to get the transponders on there. But anyways, either way, yeah, running Delta sucks, and I highly recommend that you save those for your recruit characters because you will be stuck on the Delta story arc forever. It does not end. So yeah, there's just a little rant there. Okay, Mindscape, pass. I think we might have to go to Kabali. Maybe. Yep. Yeah, we have to go to Kabali Prime. Yeah. This is what I mean. So once you start this one, even though like you can technically go on to the next one in the episode, there's about 7 or 8 other missions that you have to do just to like complete the entire storyline. It's wild. So if you're missing it, if you didn't get it from your KDF recruit, or you didn't get it from any of your other recruits that have to do it, or you just don't have it in the accolades, yeah, they moved that stuff over into available, and then you just pick up from there from the contact. I can't remember his name. Yeah, Commander Mina. So once you go down there, and yeah, it's not fun. It's really not fun. I don't know. I think that was a weird time in STO's history because I think Delta was at first like one of those kind of like stopping points in the game where I think the future of STO was a little uncertain. So they just released this like big ass story. Like Delta was a huge story, and then it was like, okay, no, we're not quite done. We got like Iconian War and stuff and all this other stuff, right? Because these go by a lot quicker, but it's just a weird point in time. Yay, we met Admiral Janeway. Okay, so now I think we can continue skipping. We should be able to. Yep. Skip. And whoever does get discount whenever we do the giveaway at the day we choose to do it, you do not have to worry. Skipping none of this stuff affects it. You can always hail and replay. I mean, like, you not really replay, just hail them. What is it from Blood of the Ancients I want? I think there's... yeah, because we're not... Well, if we went Disruptor, I may grab that. I knew there was something from Blood of the Ancients. This is where things kind of get more of the rewards that we're looking for. It really picks up through Iconian and stuff. So Butterfly, more fancy stuff. Not Butterfly. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Midnight. I think we have to farm Midnight. Yep, there it is, Midnight. So this is where we want to stop at because we're gonna farm this 3 freaking times, which is the ending to the Iconian War storyline. But we have to get it. And there's a halfway decent trait, at least a free trait that you get. So technically you've got to farm it 4 times, right? You got to get Nanite Repair Matrix plus these 3. But this set right here, as like a new player, doesn't have anything. I recommend this. Like if our beam build, whatever, right? Like torp build, maybe not a science build. Like I said, that's in Solanae. Grab that set, but Soul Defense is a very, very good starting set. So that's where we're going to stop at for that portion. Now we're going to go get the last 4 levels, which should be only 2 patrols. It should be. We got another space point. That really doesn't do much of anything. We're not too worried about shield and auxiliary. Yeah. We're gonna end up with 2 more points after this. Maybe I will. I feel like that's all pretty decent for the most part. Maybe I will just put it into the here. Why not? We're not gonna go tack ultimate or nothing, but we might as well just put our last points into these. If they want to keep this tree, they can, or whatever. All right, let's go do like our 2 freaking patrols. That's it. We should be done. Man, we're gonna be done in 2 hours versus 4 hours, which I'm happy about. I'm not saying we're going to be done with the stream. I'm just saying we're going to be done with our goal tonight. I don't really want to go play with the Mokai right now. I just don't. I am. One group of enemies I cannot stand in this game is the Mokai. Cannot stand them. I have been warped so many times. That's good, because then we can do this. Go start our Admiralty. Maybe we can farm a soul defense piece or two before the end of stream. Maybe all three. I don't know. We'll see. It'd be nice to have it. But we're going to get to this point right here, which this is definitely could be 50, or, you know, close to 50. It just really depends on how well we get through this. Pew pew. Oh wait, am I on normal? Oh no. I don't think I switched the difficulty. I don't know. I guess I can find out. Hold on. Let me hit J. No, sorry. Hit this. Patrols. Oh, we're on normal. No! I forgot to switch it to Elite because we were just running the normal story. Oh no, we might only hit 50 on here. Or 49. I don't know. Bro! I can't get out of this tractor beam. I'm actually gonna die to these guys? What? Oh, hang in there. Hang in there. Maybe it's a good thing we only put it on normal then. The Breen are kind of brutal. I got held by like 3 tractor beams of no... Yeah, we died. Wow. That's rough. That's a rough day. It feels like Elite difficulty, but it's not. Oh, at least we don't get no injuries. That's a good thing. I got locked in by like 3 or 4 tractor beams, and they just all unloaded on me. That's the other thing too, right? Like without the Endeavors or without any kind of control resistance or drain resistance, you're just like, I'm stuck. Okay. That bites. Definitely was not intended to be on normal difficulty, but it is what it is. Knowing that we even died on normal kind of makes me think we might be at that point where we should run this on advanced. We still get a lot of XP on advanced, but like it might be starting to scale to the point where it's like you're not going to be able to touch elites. Because usually by the time you hit like 50 something, elites undoable. You're like, you cannot do it. Oh, hi babies, what you doing? Oh, okay, hold on babies. Give me 1 second. We have our pupper dog here who just came out of nowhere. You can't really see her on camera yet, but I will get her in her spot. She just came over, get some attention. What you doing, babies? You doing okay? If I die, I don't care. The pupper dog's more important. I'm flying one-handed, y'all. So give me a second. You want to come up here? You want to come next to me? You want to come up in your spot? Here. You want to come up here? Come here, babies. Come over here. Alright, come up here. Up. Here, you want me to help you? Up. Come on. There you go. Good job. There she is. Okay. So we died, but that's okay. Because you're more important than the video game. What you doing, babies? You good? You good? Yeah? You happy as can be? Alright. You wanna fly a starship with Daddy someday, huh? Yeah? I'll teach you how to play STO. It's pretty easy. Sort of. I mean, you know, we die on normal difficulty, so it's not that easy. We're gonna pilot with one hand, pet with the other one, and hope for the best. Right? Hope for the best. Oh, I think we can do this. Because we know which way the ships are flying. All we gotta do is just kind of turn. Grab that tractor beam, let's go. This is working out great, huh, Tags? We got this. I think we might. We'll for sure hit 49, and then we'll just see what the like extra XP is at the end. That's okay. You all right, babies? You okay? How's your tummy feel? Huh? Did you tell? Oh, do I get the pot? Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, you're a good girl. All right. Well, let me finish this patrol, and then I'll get you something special. Okay? Let me finish this. I'll get you something. I'll get you like a. I know what you want.
I can honestly say I had nothing to do with these ships coming to kill us.
What do you want?
They're doing it all on their own.
Don't be too loud. You're gonna blow out everybody's eardrums. Give me a second. This man. I know. I heard you. Give me a minute, baby. Bro, we are getting destroyed. That is not good. This is not a good day to be us. It's weird because it feels like it didn't scale them back. Like, they're hitting extremely hard for a normal difficulty. Like, it does feel like... It feels like it's elite, but it's not elite. Like, look, we just came in and we're just lit up immediately. I know our gear is crap. I know it is, but, like, damn. I feel like they had an issue with, like, scaling on this game for sure. It gets really weird at these levels. And you can feel it. You can tell. Like, we're dying so much here on normal difficulty that, like, all the queues that I ran all week on the video and stream last week was all elite, and we never died this much. So it's like, it's just wild. And we're only 48, you know, so it's not, we're not 50-something yet where it really does skill. But they did a weird... There's like this weird in-between thing that they did with the scaling of enemies. It kind of makes me think we might not even be able to handle advance. We'll see. I'm gonna see what drops I get from here and stick them on. Like I said, this is guaranteeing us 49, but after that, yeah. See if we get like a shield or something to replace. Yep, that's 49. Okay. We didn't get any shields. We got engines, deflector dish. Okay.
Well fought indeed.
What do we need? We need Terran marks. Yeah. All right. Look, we're gonna switch it to advanced to see how rough it's gonna be for us, but that was pretty bad on normal. So we'll put engines. This. What do we have here? What is this gonna give us? Okay, we'll put it over this. That'll give us some resistances. Yeah, our weapons are a little rough. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah. Skills. Another one in here. Then gotta make our dilithium back. And we're gonna try this on advanced. I really don't want to fight the Mokai, but we don't really have much of a choice other than doing Terra over Terra, but that's about it. Those are like my 3 main patrols.
Thank you for coming to our aid. As indeed they are.
So let's see how roughed up we get on this one. If we're able to do it. If we're not able to do it, then we just kind of stuck on normal. It's okay. It's only 3 levels. So far, okay, but we haven't been hit by anything. And the XP is... yeah, it's comparable. It's gonna really matter with the bigger groups and what we fight, right? So that's kind of what I'm more or less concerned about. Oh no. Or the pupper dog. I forgot to give her special something, but I'm not gonna say it right now. She's laying down. If I ignore her, maybe she'll ignore me. Isn't that wild? Like, normal was the last patrol and this is advanced, and like, they haven't even bothered to shoot at me at all. Like, what? I know the first group of Klingons comes in here in a second. I guess we'll see what happens there, but like, that's a little weird to me. Die! Oh, I do not. I hate them. No. That transport warhead shit. Oh, that's gonna be rough. I didn't think about that.
Rift's unstable. We need to hurry, or those ships won't make it.
Oh, we're so doomed.
Vessels are warping into your position.
I forgot. They do that transport warhead shit all the time at this level. Oh, this is where things are gonna get a little rough. I can tell. I can tell a little bit. Yep, there it is right there. There's one. And we don't have like strategists or nothing, right? So we can't like negate 1 torpedo. Now we do have the shield mastery, which negates 1 critical hit every, what, 30 seconds or something? So I mean, like, that's gonna help us for a second. Okay, you know, it's not too terrible. That's gonna probably kill us. Nope, we survived. I don't know how we survived. We shouldn't have survived that. Thank you, shield mastery. I'm keeping my shield facing him right there, but I'm gonna die on this one, right? Nope. I'm gonna die right there. I knew it was coming. Like I said, I hate the fact that the Mokai will transport warhead like 5 times in a row, back to back to back to back. They'll just keep doing it, and like until you kill them, right? But like they'll just keep doing it, and then like the other ones will just viral engine matrix you until you fly all over the place. And having a ship that like this, it's horrible because like the turn rate's horrible. You don't get to like, you know, bounce back or anything. But every time you see a number above my head, that's a transport warhead, and they hurt. They hurt a lot. Well, I mean like a countdown, right? 3, 2, 1, and you know, at that point I'm getting blowed up. All right, so this is where it's like kind of
That's 1 less rift to worry about.
do we get to just fight 1 group of enemies because advanced scaled up too high, or do we get to like do a couple groups of enemies and make it? Bro, trigger it. Jeez. Alright, that first one's gonna hit me. No, it is. I'm gonna try and I hit the wrong singularity. No! I was gonna try and bring out the tank one and let it steal some aggro, but never mind. There it is. That's one. And with a warhead. Oh my god. The Mokai are the worst. They are literally the worst enemies in this game. And like the funny thing is like of all the content that exists in this game, you know, people say like end game is elite TFOs and blah blah blah. But elite TFOs aren't hard. They're more like objective time based with a bunch of hit points, and it's basically can you burn everything down in time and whatnot. But if there was an enemy type in this game that I find to be just absolutely annoying, it's the Mokai. Because I don't think I've died to an enemy ever more so than them. Ever. On like elite or whatever, right? Like just never, ever has happened. But the fact that they like control your ship, they drop warheads over and over and over, and if you don't have anything like we don't, it's a nightmare to fight them. It is an absolute nightmare. They need, I don't think they need to be toned down. I just think they need to be, like, limited by, like, how often they trigger their stuff. But I think their abilities are fine. Like, so I don't think they need to be, like, nerf batted, you know, but they just need to be limited. Because, like, whatever AI is running them, it's wild. They're out of control. Oh, there we go again. Wow, we're flying off. We can't control our ship. And it's like, yeah, it's about placement. You got to be like, what, 6 kilometers out from them. But like, you know, you got to turn and move. Especially as a new player, you got to turn your shields. And then they chase after you anyways and do that. So, this might be our only group of enemies we're fighting on this one. It's really bad. It really is. It gets easier as you get endeavors and like different ships and traits and all that stuff. I promise you it does. But as a new player, this is like you're playing the game on hard mode plus at this point. Like it's ridiculously hard. And then we get to count how many injuries we end up with at the end of this, right? So, well, on advanced, it might not be as much. On elite, we'd have an injury every single time. Yeah, we only have one right now. Yeah, see, we only got the one group to come out. Like, that's how bad this is, like, for our scaling purposes of what level we're at. It's really just... It's a real big nightmare. And it didn't always used to be this way, too. I don't know when the change happened, but it wasn't nearly like this before. And we should hit level 50 though. That's good. We'll hit 50. Then we just have 2 more levels to deal with. I guess we'll go fight some Alachi. Oh my goodness, bro. It's the worst feeling, like, ever. Like, not being able to control... I've always said this, and I've hated this about, like, control classes in any type of game. Like, not being able to control your character is just horrible. It's for a horrible gameplay experience. It's not fun. Like, and I main science on here, mind you. Back when, like, science could actually control, like, with gravity wells and, like, pull you across the galaxy and stuff. It was never fun. It's just... Whoever's bright idea it was to be like, let's take away this from the player because that's a challenge. You are not a kind person. We'll probably die right here, too. Oh, we made that one. Can we survive this last one? There's 50. Okay. We're 50. We have 2 more levels before Admiralities.
I think that was the last indeed.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks for the promotion that we get literally nothing for. Alright, we'll put our last point into here. And our last ground one over here. And that should be good. I have not trained any of that stuff yet, which we will just do offensive there. I'm not really concerned about what bridge officers' abilities. I think I want willpower for that. And I don't think there's anything else. Oh, wait, where's improved aim at? Where are you at? Oh, and okay, there are a couple things we gotta train. Let's get run speed. Okay, okay. No, and improved aim. Yep. Okay. All the other training manual stuff I don't care about. We're a newbie character. We're gonna take blink resistance because I don't want to get shot in the ass and die. Okay. Now we're set? Yeah. Alright, now we're set. It's good. It's good enough. And then for our basic ground thing until we figure out whatever, let's resist hold snare placates. On this one, let's add... I think we're going to go ahead and add... We'll just do innocuous. It's a little bit of crit severity. Or, yeah, crit severity and less threat generation. A little bit more damage under us. Okay. Well, hell. Now I gotta go repair my ship. Now I gotta think about how we're gonna get these last 2 levels. Because, I mean, like, it's not gonna take us long. I'm just saying, like, it has scaled. The game has scaled to the point where it's hard to fight anything on patrol as meaningful, right? So I'm kind of wondering if we should do this. Wonder if we should start farming midnight and get the XP from the mission plus the level. We might as well. I mean, it's the only thing that I think we should do. There's only 2 levels, and we might as well start going for the gear. And midnight mission alone takes like, well, as a new player, it'd probably take like 20 minutes. I don't know. I usually run through it a lot quicker with the personal transporter and stuff that I don't have on this character, so it might take us a little bit longer. Yeah, let's do midnight. Why not? Yeah, I'm going to change the difficulty again. I'm going to keep it on normal just because I don't want to die so much. We'll put that on normal. There we could probably handle it on advanced, but it's not going to make that much of a difference. So we're going to farm midnight. I will do this, though. I will skip any of the cutscenes that would be more or less spoilerish. But the rest of the stuff we're just going to run through. There is a couple conversations that I just can't skip because Sela doesn't shut up, and neither does... I forgot the Klingon's name. But, like, yeah, there's just some things we can't skip. So we're kind of stuck with it. But we will do this. That makes a little bit more sense, I think, because we can definitely get the last 2 levels. I did these. I know. Okay. All right. Hold on. While this loads in, I gotta go get her a treat. Is that what you want? Yeah, I knew that's what you wanted. Okay. Let me go get her a treat. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna leave this on the screen real quick and pick or not. All right.
You are cleared for docking.
before my dog decided to throw a fit. I get her what she needed. So now, like I said, we're gonna skip everything as spoilers free as we can be, but I don't know if we're going to be. This mission is kind of long, but not really. Just if you can get through everything. I think you can skip this part. I'm pretty sure you can. Yep, skip. Perfect. Then you jump through time. If you've never done this storyline, it is a very good storyline. The entire arc is good. I love Iconian. I will say this is one story that I do enjoy running. And if you follow it through and know the conflict and everything, like I said, the way it ends, kind of a cool ending. But we have to do this a total of 4 times if I want the trait. I might grab the trait. It could be helpful. But we have to do it for sure to get each piece of Starship gear that we want, which is our very first step into building this character, right? Is having this soul defense set. And it's just to get our character rolling. So, I mean, this is kind of neat that we get to do this. Hopefully, you know, as the game goes on, the load times will get a little bit better. I think it's just because it's the first time it's being ran on this account, right? So it's always kind of a little wonky.
This is the USS Hood. Our attack group is taking heavy losses.
Oh, I think we can start reputations right now, too. I'm almost certain we can. I think we can start reputations. It starts at 50, right? We might as well, if we can. Oh no. I think we should get it first. Should we get the shields, I think? Probably. Oh my god, that solar gateway is brutal. What? I don't ever recall it being so damn strong. Dude, jeez. Wow. I know you can't really see my health on screen, but I assure you I was down to 1% life. And I had to hit the temporary hit points on our ability. That was something.
USS Cleveland, we're losing reactor containment. We need immediate assistance. Magnetic fields are failing. All hands abandon ship.
Enterprise can hold the line. Help get those ships back into the fight.
Okay. Right, okay, so now what do we get? Do we get new weapons? Oh, they're dual heavies. That's kind of hard to line up. They get a new torpedo. I'm gonna throw that on there. There's some mines on here. I don't really hit these back torpedoes all that much. Let's throw some mines on there. Dual heavies are a little rough to deal with on a ship that has like nothing going for it. So. I gotta get rid of these gateways, man. They hurt. They hurt so bad. I'm surprised. That damage is wild. Oh, drift out of there. No, don't get blown up by it. Ow! I could have hit brace for impact. Oh well. Oh well. Ooh. Lost some frames on that one. I don't know what happened there. Nice, nice. Survive! Survive! Oh, give me temporary hit points. Yay!
The shipyards are losing integrity. We need someone on damage control, or we may lose them before the ships in dock.
This okay, so probably gonna take us maybe 30 minutes. we might be farming the soul defense the rest of the stream. It's okay. It has to be done. Like, that's what it comes down to. What am I missing here? Oh. It would also be a lot faster if I actually did the objectives too, right? Like, that would definitely help. Stabilize the shipyard. So we can go fight all these.
We've restored main power. Thanks for keeping the gantries intact. Bringing the fighting 99th Attack Wing into battle now.
Oh, I don't have anything. Yeah. Pew pew. Hey, how come their warp core breaches don't hit them? Like, why is it only hitting me? Hey, let's see. I want to see something. 33. Oh, I guess it did do a little bit of damage to it. A little bit. If I would have got hit by that warp core breach, it would have been done. Pew pew. Look at that quantum spread, though. That's so nice. Like, oh, well, shit. That wasn't nice. All right. Can you imagine if we ran this on, like, elite difficulty with nothing? We would never... We probably never get past the first, like, group of enemies. Oh, yay! What was the mission reward for this? It's 15,000? Yeah, so that's going to be 51 and then some. This really depends on what we get on the ground portion and stuff. This may... it depends on how long it takes us to get through this. But this may end up being one of those, like... we're going to run one a night kind of deal. It really just depends. It's like... I'm hitting my brace for impact. Yep. If I would have not hit that and stayed inside there, bro... that would have been brutal. Alright, now we gotta defend the time ship, right? Yeah. I feel like if you made it to this part though, like on Elite, and you could hold your own, I bet you with the amount of ships that come in when you're defending the ship and the fleet helps you, I bet you get some serious XP off of that for a little bit anyways.
I am arriving with the time ship. We must protect it until the portal is stable.
And technically, you don't have to fight any of this stuff. Like, it says to defend the time ship, but it doesn't take any damage, and you can sit on the outskirts of this and just, like, let the NPCs fight. But you might as well just squeeze in, like, what little bits of XP you can. Oh yeah, I forget they bring a big old dreadnought through here too.
We're halfway there, creating a bridge across space-time.
Ooh, we might blow up. I can feel it. I can feel it coming. Yep. Brutal.
Just a little bit longer, stabilizing the temporal portal so a ship can travel through it.
Yeah, so we can just sit here and let them do whatever. We can just fly it back. It doesn't matter. It's not a time thing. It's one of the few missions that, like, you really don't have to participate in this point. But, like, when later on you get into, like, TFOs and stuff and it says, like, oh, defend the king or something, like, you gotta do that. You can't just, yeah, see, you can just enter the time portal and you're good. You don't have to destroy nothing. Alright, try not to spoil too much. Just gonna get through it. Which this is, you know, kind of, I guess, technically like the halfway point of the mission. You do the space portion, then you do the ground portion. The ground portion is annoying because, like, you can't really speed run it.
This is Iconia at the height of
You have to wait for Sela to shut up. If you were running this, I guess, like, oh, so you'll be able to see here shortly. Hold on. Typically, I just go through and I spam F, but, like, watch, I can't come talk to Kagrin here because, like,
the Iconians shape themselves and the heralds into weapons.
wait for Sela to finish speaking.
And terrible.
And this is how it is. Like, you can't really speed run it. I mean, you can. You're just gonna be waiting.
An injured herald. This could be a chance
Gotta wait.
to learn about
Gotta
the
wait.
physiology. Perhaps even find a weakness.
I don't know why they did that. I think it's the only mission that this does it on too. I feel like sometimes, like, Cryptic and well, back then, like, what, Perfect World and oh, even a party at some point. But, like, I feel like they were kind of experimenting along the way while they were developing the game and building it out. And, like, they put some things in the game and it only happened like once or twice and then they took it out. Or they never put it back in, you know.
Clearly the Iconians have a high.
Now I gotta wait for Kagrin to finish speaking.
That's fine, but what we need is to know more about their technology. And we're going to a park.
When you have technology as advanced as the Iconians, wonders can be found anywhere you look. We should talk to that officer over there.
If they were gonna do something like that, where your character is basically stopped from completing the next objective until they're done talking, what they should have done is made it to where your character had no movement speed, pretty much, like you walked everywhere. And yeah, it would be a little bit annoying, but it wouldn't be much different, right? What does it have to be? map it. Do we need any more files?
It is just as I said.
Not so fast.
Alright. And then we tell these people go away. Then we go after the MacGuffin.
If I...
Oh, wait, I gotta go back. Man, it's weird too, because like I'm used to being much faster, as you all have seen, like on the main account. Like I just fly through the ground stuff, but like not having that personal transporter, or like not having like ambush even, or anything that gives you speed, it's wild. Is there a ground endeavor for ground speed? There might be. I don't know. I don't remember. But if there is, like, even not having that, but like this is slow. This is painfully slow.
I don't understand.
I think the devs kind of realized that too. Like as the new devs came in and stuff, they probably realized like how slow these ground missions are, and they were like, we need to give them something without changing the game. We just need to give them something.
We already know the evacuation did not save them.
But the gateway on New Romulus remained active for a time.
Then we must cut off that path, now, before anyone escapes.
We have had...
Okay, so now skip all this.
The attack is beginning.
That trajector kit module isn't expensive.
You have...
It is if you're only got one singular character right now, and you only have 248,000 EC. I'm pretty sure it's like a couple mil.
With it, we can
I'm almost certain it is.
We have a refuge built for those who serve
The
us.
personal transporter.
We shall go there.
We should be able to access the gateway network from here. We could
I would
disable
normally
all the
agree,
gateways
but
at
in
once.
this particular experience for this account, yeah. It's just wild how slow it is.
The honorable thing would be to complete our mission and save our galaxy. Or do you not care about what happens to Kronos?
Nope.
We need to transfer the world heart to
We need to do this,
transportable format.
grab this,
I'll need your
kill a group of
help
enemies.
to initiate the download from that console. The download is proceeding, but it will not complete before the
Yeah, they come in this door.
finds.
Destroy him. Alright. What do we get there? Science kit module. That'll help us. Attack kits. Oh, I forget. I forget that the first two groups come through here, and then the other ones go on the side of the consoles. Repeated Slayer.
Now we need to release the magnetic interlocks holding the core.
Okay, there we go. Now this is where they're going to appear on each side. So then we'll be alright. Get these two groups done. Fight our way back. And that'll be one run of this. One down, 3 to go.
Our invaders. They must not take the world heart. We need to erase the mainframe memory banks. I will require your assistance.
Yay!
Protect me.
Oh no. Ouch.
Mainframe memory erased. The last step is to eject the world heart.
Okay. Then we run all the way back through the park. It's wild because like as much as I like this entire storyline and I like the way it ends, I feel like the design of this mission was a little. Yeah. I mean, I get it. It makes sense just to, you go and collect this object and you run back
Atiket is a fearsome
and
warrior.
fight everything along the way, right? But like,
Safe for countless millennia. Until today.
Rescuing Iconians is not what we're here to do.
I'll decide.
Perhaps it is. When we came back in time, we did not know what we would find.
Pew, pew, pew. Yep.
She is a fool. She would let her people die so she could avenge them.
Vengeance is a powerful weapon.
Oh no, everything's destroyed. Now we gotta do is circle back.
We will never forget this tragic day.
Wee. Hey, her plasma grenades like only a Mark IV kit, I'm pretty sure. Alright, oh, just go backtrack and Whee. Come on, drop me some good ground stuff or something. Something that I can replace.
These are not a warlike people.
Not yet. That will change.
Wait, what's my armor at? Maybe that might be...
My people became warriors when an alien
Different.
species threatened our home.
And the Iconians will
Just
be
give us
upon
critical
us.
chance. And 25 energy damage. Yeah, we'll throw you on. Ooh, we got a new weapon too. Yeah, give me that. Okay, that'll work. And phew! Alright. Dude, you guys dropped a few items. Power cells, more power cells. Oh. This group. Phew. Ooh, what is this? Hey, there we go. I got a better personal shield now. Hypo. More power cells. Rough. Put that shield on though. No wait. Put the I'll put on a ground crew. I think. Who doesn't have gear? I think it's you, right? Status? Yeah, you ain't got nothing when you're traveling with this. You're gonna wear something. Dude. better weapon here. Have some consumables. Alright. And sure. There you go. Eat food, stay alive, do good. Don't die. Name of the game. Wait, what did we miss? Did we not send him to safety? Oh my goodness. I swear I pressed F on them, but maybe I didn't. Wait a second. The first group? The very first group? What the hell, dude? So we got... Yeah, we got those two side groups, but this one didn't go. When I... Bro... I'm like gonna craft me a freaking ambush module just so I can run around a little bit faster. Pew. Oh, we're getting flanked. Ow. I stood in that grenade. I deserved that death. I literally stood there and just was like, yeah, I'll be fine.
The gateway is damaged. You will need to reroute the power and reinitialize the gateway opening sequence.
Pew. Okay. Yo, what? Wait, wow, that dot is wild. That was ticking for 145? How many hit points do I even have? Like, I don't even think I have. I got 566. Yeah, so 5 ticks, I was done.
Didn't the others save the Iconians? Where are they?
They, not here. They're taking a break. I'm held. Gotta get out of that. Yeah. Grab this. Yeah. Here we go. It's pretty much the end of the mission. So that's not too bad. Then we go over here. We're going to talk to somebody. Hey, Sean's flying in space. I like it. Okay. Skip, skip, skip. Go on to the ship. Skip, skip, skip. Meow. Oh my goodness. Meow. Alright. Now... I don't think there's an accolade with this, but... Could be wrong. Okay, return to ship, and we're done. Okay, so we're gonna... I think we're gonna grab... We're gonna grab the shields first. Might help us the most right now in space combat.
The war is over.
Let's grab...
The clock and restore the lives.
Yeah, reduce all energy, 15% incoming shields.
We have
Oh.
ended the conflict honorably. You made the right choice. And it is not always an easy
I mean, we're gonna grab all 3 of the pieces eventually, right? But let's just grab the shields for right now.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Oh! We hit our goal. We hit 52. Holy crap. And we got specialization points. Yay! So I am gonna start on Miracle Worker on this one. and benefit us the most? We're gonna go miracle worker and strategist. Yeah. Okay. Man, we gotta fill out the whole tree, but damn. Only one mission got us from 50 to 52. Like, that's great. That means this is where we can really, really start. We hit our goal. We hit 52 tonight. So we're going to start every bit of our reputations. Let me make sure I even have... How much EC does each one take? 15,000 energy credits? Bro, I'm, like, EC poor. Oh, no. I don't think I'm going to have enough to do all of them. But I am going to be able to start admiralities. So I can get EC that way, too. Let me see. What do we do? I don't know if I want. I mean, I could start those. Starting these ones would definitely give us a big chunk of XP by the time we jump on tomorrow. I really want the EC. Okay, screw it. We're gonna do one of these. And grab you there. And do this one. 20 engineering and science one alone. Perfect. Okay, that's gonna knock out those two. Oh, this has 30k EC that we can get in 4 hours. That's perfect. Find as well. Oh my gosh, I don't even think we can. No. Well, we could try. I don't know what we're gonna get up to here. Engineering is really low. That's a 76% chance. I mean, you know what? We can try. We can try. Yeah, that's rough doing admiralities when you don't have, like, anything, right? So, see what we got over here. We got to 52. I was surprised by that one. Alignments. Alright, let's see. We're all like 45 minutes and stuff. I'm not gonna resell a colonist right now. Looking for XP. These 6-hour ones, they're pretty decent. What the heck did you do there? Begin. It's 2 hours, okay. Get medical assignments. 84, 84. Sure. Tactical. Plan, department head, security. Okay. And then look at personal. We'll grab this one. Current map. All we have is a trade. Oh, yeah, whatever. And we gotta make some EC. We might have to do like Tour of the Galaxy with like nothing. Thing is we did get the one, like, starting piece to our set, right? So, like, we got this, which is great. But we need to get the rest of it. And we aren't really equipped for anything else right now. I'm going to use this. That way we can sell some stuff real quick out of our inventory. Oh, not exchange. commodities. Sell. Need EC like crazy because like that's the thing. Starting even our what's it called? It's gonna cost us. We might be able to do one set, 15,000 a piece, 30,000 EC. Oh no, we can only do 10 at that point, right? No, 10 is 150,000 EC. How many are there? I don't know. We're gonna have to figure this out. We're just gonna do it. I slap them. We know we have the marks to start it all. We might as well do it. And the nice thing is like all of these are gonna give us some kind of gear in the boxes tomorrow. That's gonna help us out a little bit. It's really just like we have to make the difference up with the energy credits and stuff. Like that's what we have to do. Actually, kind of makes me very happy we got to this point. I almost want to switch over to the main account for like the last hour and just kind of play around with the Grawl some more. Like run all this stuff for tonight because we did hit our goal, right? Would that be fair to do? We achieved what we wanted to. Yeah, so we got everything here. How much EC does that leave us with? 107,000. So yeah, now that we got all these boxes, let's see what kind of like, you know, janky stuff that we can throw on our ship and our characters to kind of like really make this experience a little bit lighter, right? So like, what we got there? Dual heavies. At least we got dual cannons. We can like throw these on right here. What is this? Shield frequencers, so I mean we can just throw that on there just to throw it on and give us something. I hate dual heavies, but I'm gonna not throw them on, okay? I'm not gonna do it. Just not. That 45-degree arc is not easy when you don't have like turn rate and stuff, so I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna happen. This is okay start, but now like even for our character, right? So we like can choose a new weapon, give us like something, and we can give all them. I kind of want the dual pistols. I dig it. And then we'll sell the rest of the stuff. We can give our ground crew some new weapons and things, right? Because they don't have anything. Now they can actually do some damage on the ground. Give you something here too. Here we go. Everybody got a new ground weapon. Good on y'all. All right. I guess you know what? I'll just throw this one on. Here we go. We'll sell all this other stuff. House commodities. Okay. We'll come over to here. Sell. Okay. Alright, so as long as we like balance between the energy credits and everything else, we're gonna be okay. And then we have the what's it called tomorrow? Oh, I didn't even open this box. What is this? Oh, we got a Pax Triberium. This is gonna actually help us a lot as far as survivability on here. That's great. I'm gonna throw you on over this one. How about that? There we go. Perfect. Give us some hull cap and distances. I like it. Okay, I think that's a fair thing, right? So we started the stream at 42. We ended at 52 earlier than I thought we were going to do it, but it's worked out great. We started Admiralities, which are going to run until tomorrow's stream. So we'll pick these up when tomorrow's stream starts. We have duty officer assignments going. don't know if I have an officer yet to craft. I don't. I need to get me the right research lab science. Actually, you know what? I probably do. I probably sent them on a duty officer assignment. And my Sulibian ship went away because I could have checked the exchange. I got one for cheap. That's fine. We're going to keep ourselves here because we know we're going to farm midnight twice. I'm going to switch over to my main account for the last hour of stream. Kind of want to, I really want to break down the Grawl some more of what we're doing with it. And just kind of chill for that last hour instead of kind of grinding and stuff. So I think this is a good stopping point tonight for the new player experience. And then tomorrow, we'll get whatever XP we get from Admiralities plus the duty officers. We'll reslot everything. We'll farm another mission of midnight so we can get the next piece, and then so forth, so on. But we also are going to be starting the Gamma Recruit on this account. So definitely makes me happy that we're here. So there we are. We are here. 52 on Bob. And I am going to switch. I'm going to switch over to our main account. Actually, you know what? I might switch over to console. I don't think I ran. Oh, you know what? We're going to switch over to our console account. I think I have to run the event today. I lied. We're not going on the main account. We're going to the console account. That's my fault. Okay. Because if I don't do that, I mean, it's only going to be for like 8 minutes, right? We'll just... Good Lord, that was loud. Unnecessarily so, too. To Xbox. Close. There we go. All right, so we're going to pull up the Xbox account, and then we'll run the event over here. Because I don't think I ran it today. It was a good thing I did this. I'm trying to get the Noble on all my accounts, but I keep forgetting to. I think I'll be fine on this one, too. I think I might be at day 8 or 9 on here. I know I have, like, until the 7th, so as long as I don't miss too many days, I'll be okay. We already have it on our main PC account, but that was for reasons. Engage. Okay, I guess we'll just do it on Spicy. I'm pretty sure it should be ready. Let me see. Events. First contact. Yep. Oh, nice. It's going to be number 11. So we're just going to run this model rocket event. Hopefully it'll pop. I've had it mess up on console a lot here lately. I don't know if anybody else over here is playing on console and has had the same issues, but... Spoiler, we're building something with this console. It's gonna be great. I like how the officers in my fleet over here have decided to leave a special fleet message of the day for me. Thanks, guys.
Welcome.
Appreciate it. I think we'll actually do this one. I mean, we won't like go crazy with it. We'll actually do this one. Briefing takes too long. Gather parts and go.
You found a stabilizer part. Take it back to your workstation.
Okay.
Looks like an extra part got separated from the pile. A large cache of parts has been discovered. Grab as many pieces as you can.
Sure.
You found an engine part. Take it back to your workstation.
What do we need now? Stabilizer? No. Need a hole. I was looking at the wrong person. Whee.
You found a hull part. Take it back to your workstation.
Now we have 3 minutes. Guess we could try and find like a better version, but usually I just upgrade them with the junk. But we'll see. We'll see what we find. I don't like console, man. Like, I can't believe how many years I spent on this damn thing. But like, I hate it because every time I try and like, your jump button and your interact button are exactly the same. Could you imagine if on PC, like,
Quite a shock.
your spacebar and your interact key was exactly the same? Go nuts. I mean, I know you're only limited by like what you can do with the controller, but still. Wow. It's wild. I always just get one of each piece and spend the rest of the time working on my reputations and admiralty. Yeah, I mean, like, I definitely get where you're coming from. The only problem with that for this particular account is I just do them because I want to do them. I'm already done with the admiralty. The reputations are all done. Even duty officers. This is technically my main account. Technically, I don't claim it as that anymore because I have moved fully over to PC about 2 years ago, and I did initially start on PC. But the thing was, like, I was in one of those weird situations where like a bunch of my friends went to console, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna go play console too, and I just never. Yeah. So it's really weird. So yeah, most of the time I just kind of AFK the whole event because, you know, I can't extinguish your fire. It's not even my station. I'm just trying to help you. Your station's gonna burn. But yeah, it's one of those things for me where it's like I basically jump on console to kind of like keep current, I guess, or like test things that, like, I have so much shit over here, it's ridiculous, but like I'll test stuff like that I don't have on PC or kind of mix it up a little bit, but otherwise, like, I can't stand it myself. Farm the Klingon one for fleet vouchers, yeah. Oh, Gabriel Guts, thanks for the subscribing over on YouTube, appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's for me, I don't want to say that I've given up on console, but I pretty much have. And I hate it because of how much time and money and whatever I put into this. It's one of those things, like, it's not that I necessarily regret it because I've enjoyed the time I've spent on here, but for me, the longevity of console does not seem tangible compared to like the longevity of PC. And the community on console is significantly lower than it is on PC, so it's not, to me, it's a lot harder. But I don't know. I think I'm just spoiled by PC, to be honest. I really am. Like, that's the honest truth. I enjoy the computer version so much better just because, like, I can keybind, I can run a DPS parser, I can do whatever I want with with the game versus on console you're very limited to whatever your controller can do. And that's about it, you know. So it's like it really bites in that aspect. Now the one thing I always say I give console players is it's nice to sit on the couch and play from a distance, you know, and lean back and everything. But my computer setup's very comfortable too. Otherwise I wouldn't be streaming for 4 hours, right? So like it's not terrible, but it's it, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Game isn't a game if you don't enjoy it. Yeah, 100%. And like that's kind of where I'm at. Is like, I enjoy the PC version so much better. It is really what it comes down to. But either way, like STOs is what it really, you know, ultimately comes down to. It's like it's Star Trek, and if you're having fun playing Star Trek, then you know, play it on whatever console or whatever platform you want to play it on. Like by all means, I just, you know. I have my reasons, and everybody has their reasons for playing where they play. You know, some people can't even, you know, get a PC or whatever. Especially now, like with the prices of everything. Like for me, I'm happy with my computer. It runs great. It's very powerful. But when things start to become obsolete, the way the prices are, like it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck as far as like. Yeah, let's party. Bring it all out. Bring everything out. But yeah, it's not gonna be easy to upgrade this unless like you know some of the prices of stuff goes down, especially like RAM and stuff. Holy crap. And right now I've got 64 gigs of RAM in here, which is more than enough for anything, especially STO, right? But like, as time goes on, you never know what's going to be what. So, alright, so let's grab, it doesn't even matter the rewards we grab, because we just turn it all into dilithium at this point. Like, I need to go through and do today or whatever. There's just so much stuff. Like I honestly, like I said, I feel like in a lot of ways I've kind of given up on here, but I still remain like constant just because like I want stuff. I don't even know why I grabbed that. I have max everything. Like there's no reason for me to grab anything. All specializations are done. Like it's just I think that's what it came down to. That's what it did, and I know it did. RAM won't be going down unless the AI bubble bursts. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I said, like, right now, I'm comfortable with the RAM I have. But as the future goes on, unless something, like, drastically changes somehow, I don't know. I mean, I don't see a game requiring 64 gigs of 64 gigs of RAM. I can run, you know, PC, console, streaming on 2 different platforms. No lag, no issues whatsoever right now. But, you know, as time goes on, things come out and more resource heavy, you know, programs come out, games come out. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that's gonna take its toll. And this computer I built this one about 2 years ago, so it's only 2 years old, but it will degrade as the years go on. You know, it's inevitable. You know, what we thought 15 years ago was a good computer is now considered obsolete, right? So it's just that's how it works. So all right, I got my event done, right? Yeah, STO suddenly comes out with it, bro. If STO came out with a 16K if they were like, hey, we built a whole new engine and we're gonna run on Unreal Engine 7 when that comes out, and like, yeah, your starships are gonna look so hyper realistic, but you have to run it on 128 gigs of RAM. Like, you're gonna need the PlayStation 7 when it comes out, and it's only gonna set you back like $4,000 per console, right? Like at that point, maybe console might be worth it because like the cost of a console will be significantly less than the cost of upgrading a PC. That may be where maybe that's why I'm secretly staying current on console, everyone, is because I know that someday this is gonna come back into effect, and I'm gonna be like, well, I'm good. Like my console account's still on point, so that's the only reason why I do it. That's it. That's the I just log in for the events and everything, and Yeah. See, Potterman knows. They're already on top of it. Okay, we're going to turn that off, and we're going to switch over to our PC account. Man, that would be wild, though. I mean, you never know. You never know. Like how it freezes, like, on the turn-off console. It's not even on there anymore. But it's kind of funny. All right. And now we're going to load up our main account. Ta-da! That would be cool, though. I mean, like, I'm excited. I love technology. I do. I mean, it's inevitable. It's you either stick with it or you get left behind, kind of deal, right? But like, I love technology, so I'm always curious to see like what the new next thing is going to be, right? Like, what's the new big thing going to be in the future, right? Because we've made so many advances in such a quick amount of time, and I'm always sitting there going, well, what's next for us? Oh, might help if I put the capture on STO and not on Xbox. How about that? There we go. And switch it over. Hey, there we go. Okay. So, this is the veteran account that actually, does work and stuff. One thing I want to put out as a disclaimer really, really quick is when we first got the Grawl, we got it on release day, which was only like 2 weeks ago. I had initially dismissed this ship until I started playing around with it. And the more I played around with this ship, I almost retract everything I've ever said about this ship as anything negative. This ship is awesome. It really is. But I'm going to explain why it's awesome. The reason why it's awesome. It's kind of niche, but it works in the current meta. And the current meta is called the console meta. We did get our hands on the Ethereum Harmony. I will not tell you how much EC I spent on it. It was a lot. But I got it. So we do have harmonic distribution. This trait, coupled with unconventional systems, coupled with the Vovin Obelisk console, it's wild. But it works in the current meta because now with this ship, and I think they kind of did this on purpose, you can slot so much control on here. It's insane. You'll notice there's no tack on here. This is all science control with one engineer control ability because I decided to actually take. Yeah. You want to talk about the fastest cooldowns on your consoles ever, just like popping stuff, and I'm talking consoles like, I don't know, You Are Dismissed and Crinum Chronophage. Yeah. These things pop off and you just melt stuff. And if you don't believe me, well, we're gonna go into a TFO. And you'll see how stupid science and everything has gotten. It's incredibly. You know what? Let's queue into an infected conduit. Let's do that. This ship, I'm so impressed by. It's not even funny. Like, I thought I wasn't going to like this ship or want this ship or keep this ship, and I got it for free, which is wild to me. I literally got this ship was given to me by a friend of mine who initially dismissed the ship as well. I'm hoping they're not living with regrets by giving it to me, but I looked at it. I was like, oh, it's just gonna be a space Barbie ship. That's all it is. It's gonna be just a cute little space Barbie ship, right? I was wrong. I think this fits very well in the console meta. The only thing I wish this had was a hangar bay. They fixed the visuals when you put the Borg simulator set on it. I haven't tried it since they had the initial. Let me see. I have it all right here. Let's see. No, they did not. It's still. Well, actually, let me go into sector space. That's when it gets really big. But they didn't put it on the bottom like they were supposed to. It's supposed to go on the bottom. Let me see if you go into sector space if it's still massive. That's the only time it gets like wildly huge. But I haven't I took it off because it was. Nope, it's still ridiculously huge. I'm just zoomed out. But yep, no, they haven't fixed it. There it is. It's still jacked up. So I don't know. Maybe that's getting fixed tomorrow, because I know there's maintenance tomorrow. So I'm assuming it might get fixed tomorrow. It's funny looking. It's great, but no, they haven't fixed it yet. We'll leave it on. We'll leave it on and see if it gets fixed by tomorrow. You know, why not? It's goofy. I thought it was kind of funny when I think it was who was it? Was it Spencer or Stu? Somebody who initially put it on and flew around with it. I thought it was kind of funny. But yeah, I threw it on there just to see. I hope they don't fix it. I mean, it does give it its own little like personality, right? Like it almost looks like it has its own little starship yard, right? That's what I think of when I see this. Like it's like its own little assimilated starship yard. It would be kind of cool if they did leave this like this. Like you're flying around like that. It does look janky, but it's almost like its own little neat personality in a way. I like it, but you know. And plus, when you're on like a normal map, right? It's not half bad at all. Like it really isn't. It's not, you know, it's not terrible. So, are we not going to get into an infected? Really? It might be. Well, it is that time of night, but like I figured infected would at least pop. I guess we can go do a random space TFO. It's not really going to matter. I was just going to do infected because it's quick, but it really doesn't matter. So like the couple things I'm still, and the reason I haven't released this as a build yet or anything is because I'm still playing around with some stuff. One thing I like is because right now your hull is extremely low and it's not taking into your improved hull capacity tree. Just so you know, it has been bugged. I think that's supposed to be fixed tomorrow. Should be, but it is a known thing. So one thing I've been using is the decentralized immunity console that comes from one of the Voyager ships, I think. Anyways, it is freaking awesome when you can cool this thing down. You're pretty much immune. You're invincible, like forever, for the most part. I mean, like it's a little janky. The timer starts after the immunity shield drops, but you can still like bring it up pretty freaking quick, you know, if you like time your control abilities right and stuff. So it's kind of neat. I like it. And plus you get 17. Well, I get 17. I think it's actually higher when in a zone because it's based off your EPG level, right? But like I think it goes up in a zone, not out here in sector space. So I think it's like maybe like 20-something% crit severity or whatever. But either way, that's not here nor there. What are we doing? Oh well, this one works great. This is just as good. I will take this one. I can zoom out a little bit. There we go. Yay! So yeah, I absolutely love this ship. I think this ship is now up there with the Ark Royal. I don't think it's quite as powerful as Ark Royal. Actually, I know it's not quite as powerful as the Ark Royal. Ark Royal being temporal and intel, right? So like, it's definitely not as strong, but it is to a point. Like, yeah. All right, we're gonna give it a second. Oh, I was not paying attention to my shield, so I kind of messed that whole thing up, but I'll fix it. Not a big deal. Whee! Get everything back up. Get all of our... We need to get our shields back up for sure. But we're immune. Whee! Okay. I messed up my opening, but it's fine. Pull everything back down. I should be running a parser, but again, it doesn't really matter. Everything's dead. Did we really clear out all? Yeah, we did. All of us are putting out some serious shit. We cleared out everything. All the consoles are backed up, by the way. But yeah, I guess we'll just wait for the assimilated carrier. And that's what I mean. Like it's so easy mode. It's ridiculous. Like you just drop all your consoles and get everything back. But I honestly was not paying attention to my shield levels and stuff, so that kind of hurt the trait a little bit. But we're just gonna drop all that, drop all that, drop this, drop that. Okay. Pull everything down. Boop, 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 boop. And we're done. TFO's over. Whee! This is so stupid. It's so stupid, like, where we're at in this game. It really is. Like, it's stupid funny, but it's stupid broken as well. Like, everything is way too strong. You get your universal consoles back in 20 seconds or less, like down to 10 seconds, right? Like if you do everything, you can have an unlimited uptime for the most part. I mean, we literally burned everything, and look, it's all. So that's what I said. Like, I'm almost there to release this as a build. I just want to kind of fine tune and tweak a few things. When I parsed this earlier. Let me see if I saved the parse. My first ISE ran was a 620k parse, I think. But I also was in there with somebody who was pumping out like 1.9 million on a FOB build, so like it was kind of rough. But yeah, I still like what I should do is take it into a solo ISE run and then just get that number off of there. But it was still like pushing 620k without any pets. I was like, well, shit, okay. You don't even need to do 620,000 damage. You don't even need to do 1 million damage, but I'm just saying, like, the potential with this ship is wild, and it's a very good ship. I was wrong about it. This ship and the Equinox are like, they're just good ships. They really are. Like, if you've ever flown the Equinox, it's pretty much the same kind of layout, right? Like almost the same, like with the universals and stuff like that. And honestly, like, I didn't slot command because there's no reason to. I'm running as much exotic and whatnot and control, like all control. I think I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 control abilities on here. So 7 control abilities for unconventional systems, and then keeping our shields up through like traits and everything else, right? Like, I will quickly kind of run this down, but like I'm running stuff like harmonic shield linkage, which is how, you know, kind of helping with the shield healing and whatnot. And then I think we're running. I think it's just that might be our only shield tree. I think we're just running it from the skill tree and duty officers. Yeah, that's right. So I did redesign the skill tree for this build particularly, and honestly, it'll work with any science build. I'm gonna keep this character straight science, and I didn't. You know, there's no energy weapon training. There's only projectiles. There's some crit severity with the torpedoes and stuff, right? And then this right here for my hanger pets. I actually went more psi heavy in here because of the fact that Ethereum Harmony trait is running based off of like shields, and I want to do everything I can to kind of like keep my shield levels up, obviously, to get the best out of this. So like reputations and traits and whatnot are kind of in tune with that. But and then of course like hull and all your basic engineering stuff, right? So this is a little bit modified as I would run it on attack officer, because then of course I'd be doing energy weapon training and, you know, a little bit of maybe some crit chance and stuff, and then I would not, you know, have as much here, but it was still, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. But like I said, I will get this out at some point. I don't know. I just want to fine tune it a little bit more. But it absolutely slaps. And if you're looking for a good science ship that's not Miracle Worker, or I mean, not Miracle Worker. Well, yeah, I guess Miracle Worker for the extra console, but I was thinking more like Temporal and like, well, Intel Temporal Miracle Worker, I guess, works. But not the Arc Royal or not the Vern or something. Yeah, get your hands on the Grawl, get your hands on the Equinox. yeah, you now have options with especially the Ethereum Harmony trait and unconventional systems, and until they freaking nerf that, which I don't see it happening. Also, I've been playing around with this data breach trait. My biggest problem with this trait is it can only be launched every 10 seconds from photonic officer abilities, which is basically photonic shockwave and photonic officer. Does not launch from photonic fleet. I've checked and checked and checked, and it doesn't launch. So it just, yeah, it's just these two. The thing is I'm playing around with it because I do like the debuff. The numbers look good as far as dropping resistances is concerned. I just don't know if I'm going to keep this in my build. I probably won't. I just don't know what I want to slot over its place. I might run. Well, see, I would run something like weaponized exotic particles if I had firing modes, but I don't. So I don't know. We'd have to see. We just have to play around with it. So that one's kind of up in the air. I may run. I get my hands on like the section Intel or section 31 Intel Destroyer and get the trade off of that for the stacking exotic. But that one, like I said, it's kind of up in the air. I'm digging it. And then of course, the last one that we are finally about done with, which is the highest DPS parsing build I have right now, which is at 1.2 million, is my torp boat. But I switched it to this ship. I don't know, though. The only reason I switched it was, well, one, because I have the 16th anniversary, so I was like, I want to, see how I like it with it. But we did put on Terran 2-piece, whereas on the... Did you hear about the Grawl getting in trouble for baking? They were selling Grawl Scout cookies. I love it. I love it. That's a great in-game STO dad joke. That is perfect. So we, originally we were running the Eagle, the Terran Eagle, right? So, which is like the greatest torque boat ever. But the reason that I switched was because the 16th, pretty much the Eagle, you're trading out stealth for pretty much 2 more aft weapons and an extra device slot or so. So that's like kind of the trade-off. I don't know if it's necessarily worth that trade-off yet. I can parse close to it. I think this ship has gotten like 900 and something K, so it's not quite there yet. But the funny thing is I'm doing all this because I'm never, ever going to talk trash about like fleets or anything like that. But my fleet is definitely that I'm not a leader in whatsoever. It's just my fleet is struggling to provision a store that requires me to get a colony deflector. So I'm actually running this 2-piece of the Honor Guard defense set when I have the engines, or yeah, I think it's the engines, or something. It's either engines or work core, but one of them are waiting to when I get the colony deflector. So I'm missing a good chunk of crit chance and crit severity just from that. And I'm still doing it. I'm still pulling it off, but like everything else is in line. But yeah, so we're gonna see when that day comes if I can actually maximize the potential of this ship, because it's a good. I mean, like the torp builds are pretty. I don't think they've really changed much over the years, right? Like it's yeah, you run kinetic precision and you run all the torp traits, right? Ceaseless momentum, entwined tactical, precision guided munitions, subspatial warheads. I did do angle on the bow. I'm not sure how many people run that one or not. And then do I really? Huh? I'm really confused here. I don't know how long I've been running with 2 entwined tactical matrices. Bro, what the hell? Wait. What did I have? Did I lose a trait somewhere? Did I misplace a trait? How the hell did I even do that? Why do I have 2 of them? And how many is active here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't even have a 7th trait active. It's just a visual bug. I don't know how I never picked up on that. I don't know how long I've been doing it for. That's absolutely wild to me. I don't even know what I would put on here. That's the other thing. Well, I don't know what I had before. I feel like I'm missing a trait. Okay. I most definitely am missing something or don't have something. I can't think of what it is. What does retaliation give? Only if I get hit, right? Yeah. I guess we're just gonna run ship of the line for right now, because I don't have anything else here. That's crazy. Huh. Power trait slot's full, but I can't take anything off. What is that crap? Yo, what? Yeah, something bugged out here. This is new. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be 7. This is a T6X2 ship. I am so confused right now. So I either a trait of mine got bugged out and I don't know where it's at and I don't know how to fix that, or yeah, something happened. That's wild. I don't think I've ever seen that. Well, I mean, I probably have, I just haven't paid attention to it, but that's... It kind of bothers me just a tiny bit. Did I not collect the last one? Why do I have like 1 random science and 1 random engineering missing? What the hell? Oh, see, folks, this is what happens when you like run multiple accounts and then you like gotta log into this account and be like, what was I doing here? Because I honestly, I don't know how I overlooked that. I'm basically running around with 6 traits, but somehow I'm doubled up on entwined tactical matrices and I can't change it. And I'm gonna let me click this loadout. Let me see what happens. Traits. Yeah, it's stuck on this loadout. I cannot get rid of this. If I take them off, look. Oh, well, there we go. Okay, never mind. All right, that works. So I guess that happens. Like, triple click it. It'll get rid of it. Cool. Now I fixed it. There we go. Problem fixed. But what trait got taken away? What happened? There was something there. I think we'll just run ship of the line for right now, just because I feel like I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something. I just don't know what it is. Huh, boo. Maybe I was in the middle of leveling the ship or whatnot. I don't know. It's fine. I guess well, technically, we could run this and just get a bunch of torpedo spreads, but we don't really need that with entwined. Yeah, I guess we'll just do this so when we hit our emergency powered engines, it's the only emergency power we have. We'll get some more crit severity. Whatever. That is so crazy. I'm gonna go blow something up. I want to go blow something up before end of stream. I really do. I love this ship. I love twerp bombs and I love science stuff. That's my two favorite things. I am a complete and trashy beam firing player, but I'm working on that. You would think after like 14 years of playing, I'd have, you know, a lot more experience with it, but I just... Hey, the one I wanted to run on my science, I get it on this guy? No way. Which, by the way, I'll be getting the harmony on this character as well. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided. It's expensive to buy that ship. It cost 1.3 billion EC when I bought it. I'm sure the price has probably gone down a little bit, but... Or it might be the same. I don't know. And I apologize, I'm not running a parser again. I think it was just kind of chilling down for Monday, you know. We'll definitely be more picked up on this on... Whee! Explosions! Whee! Yay! Okay. 2, 4, 5, 6, and drop it all. Yay! Next one. Oh shit! Ow! Okay. Another thing too, like this ship is like the discount Eagle because it does not move quite like the Eagle. I mean, it moves pretty decent, but like it's not the Eagle at all. Ooh, we got some rubber band on that one. Whee! Okay, that made me happy.
Congratulations, General.
Oh, thanks.
Sensors confirm that the transport conduit has been dis...
We definitely need to spec points because this is our KDF recruit. So they're like, they're a little bit behind. They're a little bit behind, but they're not. It's kind of funny. In fact, the only thing I have left to do on this recruit is the Endeavors and the 150 Qs. That's it. I just have to finish getting the Endeavors, which we're almost to the 500,000 one. But yeah, once, I mean, ambush, story, everything is done. It's literally just sitting here. But we'll eventually get this. This was the one that the KDF recruit event that started in March. So I mean, like, it doesn't take long for it, you know what you're doing. What do we need here? Competitive, sure. ISO mags. Yeah, I think I ended up crafting something close to like, was it like 60 something of those ISO mags that night last week, and then only getting maybe like 7 phasers that I ended up selling, which only netted me about 100 million EC. So I had to sell a bunch of other shit, which is fine. But I know we usually run till midnight, folks, but I think tonight we hit our goal. We hit 52. I did show off the Grawl just a slight bit. I don't want to go too heavy on that right now until I'm for certain ready to just release it. I think tomorrow night's going to be more than night to do stuff, right? Because we have the Gamma recruit coming in, and then we have our new Romulan alien character that we're farming stuff with. So we do have all of that coming tomorrow. I think for tonight, I think we're gonna call it here just slightly early. It's only a little bit past half an hour, but we're just gonna call it slightly early. I gotta get up and work in the morning, but I will be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time, and we will go over everything that they're going to supposedly release or fix or whatever tomorrow. We know something is happening with the character select screen, which, I mean, I don't know how big or small this is going to be because it's literally, let me hide my camera real quick just in case you you're not sure, but right, oops, that was not my camera. This is my camera. So right here, there's something going to be down here. We don't know what, but that's going to be there tomorrow. So we'll go over whatever that is, whatever the case is going to be. It should happen right after maintenance, but so we'll see what that's all about. And then there's going to be the Gamma Recruit event, which we're gonna roll that too and do whatever. So we do have a day ahead of us tomorrow, and we will make the best of it. But Ponderman, thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. I know we had Fly Fisher in here. We had, we'll stop by. I saw others, but can't scroll up to the chat. Anyways, I do appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. We will be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, like I said, after tomorrow's stream, anything I do throughout the week, we will record. We'll put a video up. It will show all the work that we're doing on that new player experience account because it's a nightmare. It is. It's a nightmare, but it's fun. It's a fun nightmare. I don't know if that's possible, but yeah. But like I said, I appreciate you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Ponderman, thank you as always for being here. Appreciate you, and have a good rest of your Monday night. Take care.